The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
It's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show with Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew here on Karma Radio. Call now at 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428. Now, let's give a rockin' welcome to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Funny stuff, but the reviews for the very first comedy ever to hit the Fox airwaves didn't have executives smiling. One critic said that it was a good idea gone bad. Another said it was disgusting and had absolutely no redeeming value. With press like that, who could have predicted Married with Children would become Fox's first hit show and last for 11 seasons?
Now, for the first time in 15 years, the cast is back together to reminisce about this groundbreaking series.
I think Married with Children was popular because at that time I think a lot of the shows that were on television were very perfect little families and their perfect little packages. You could either relate to it or you could look at it and go, thank God I'm not like that.
Fox wanted to brand themselves as doing something different, so we, fit that mold.
But I thought that we were Fox's shock troops. You know, the first wave that hits the beach at Iwo Jima doesn't survive.
You know what would happen if men had breasts?
We wouldn't need women anymore.
And if you had what other men have, I wouldn't need batteries anymore.
Where we really broke ground was the idea that Al didn't necessarily want to have sex with his wife. It was like a job.
People really related to that.
But they would not relate in their own. They would usually say, yeah, I have a friend like that, or my uncle is like that. Or,
oh, I can't sleep, honey. Rub my tushy. I remember doing wardrobe fittings where I wanted her to be sexy.
Mm-hmm. And thank God you did.
She sexed Peg up.
I think that Peg just thought she was hot.
I'm getting a raise.
Al, you haven't had a raise since our honeymoon. And even that was below minimum. Underneath all that, complaining, and they stuck together.
So what the doctors say you should do, you big sissy?
Start a vegetable garden.
You started one of those when you had Kelly.
I've been watching these television shows about rabbits. Don't put the barrel of the gun down the hole. Because what they do is they'll tie it in a knot so that it explodes in your face. You will never guess what I got.
I'll take virginity for $100.
But that's funny. Nobody will take yours for less than 1,000.
They could be bickering like that, but the second push comes to shove, they're incredibly protective of one another. And that was really at the heart of what that relationship was.
My favorite episodes were always the Christmas episodes.
Oh, the Christmas.
The one where Santa Claus was going to parachute.
Remember how we're all sitting on the couch and we're laughing?
It was the mall
we're like
Santa.
this,
Oh, I couldn't hold it.
biting the inside of our cheek.
Wow, look at him fly.
Santa's chute doesn't seem to be opening.
And we're all looking straight ahead at the television.
Our cameras have lost him. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know where he is.
In the shot, Ed is just straight up laughing.
I couldn't
hide it.
So funny. We had so much
We
fun.
had so much fun. It was such a great, fun get.
I mean, we laughed so hard.
We just laughed.
For me, and I'm sure for them, I mean, we could work off each other like it was real almost.
It's just so rare that it happens. It really that it all comes together that way.
You know, it was like
family.
Yeah.
Whoa, baby!
Love and marriage.
That doesn't help. That's not the song. That's the DVD crappy version.
Like a horse and carriage.
Don't sing. You're not good.
Ah, bite me.
Welcome to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. I am your host, Earl McCune, along with my beautiful, lovely, and talented co-host, Debbie McCune. And we got John Wiener Schnitzel on the phone. You got John tied in there, Debster?
Yes.
Hello, John.
Hello, how are we doing tonight?
I am doing very well. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, doing just fine here in wild and wonderful West Virginia.
Yeah, well, you look good from here. I'm just going to say that.
well, hey, I got a body for radio. What else can I do?
Yeah, well, we know that. But, I just was going to say, one thing. I just was admiring myself in the mirror just a little bit, saying, I was just looking at myself saying, oh, why was I cursed with such good looks?
Considering the fact you look like a giant lemon.
I got a rock-hard body. I got a hold me hiney. And I got a face that's a homing signal for Hooters. That's all I can say. That's what Al Bundy would say, and I'm going to go with it. Again,
all I can say is...
Barf, barf.
Thank you. If you haven't guessed, tonight's salute is going to be Married with Children, one of my favorite shows. And, of course, in light of mine and Deb's 12-year wedding anniversary coming up in just a couple days, we decided to do Married with Children as another one of our classic television show salutes this month.
Very classic.
Yes, and real quick, next week, a little change in the original plan here. I ended up signing a special guest for next week's show. We are going to be doing a food challenge show because we have a special guest coming on next week via telephone, a gentleman named Randy Santel. The guy is a world-class professional eater and fitness expert, and this guy has done over 260 some odd food challenges over the world. He's been everywhere. He's going, and he's still going, and he has a website called foodchallenges.com. Yeah, he does a lot of that too. So he's going to be on next week with us, but this week we are going to salute Married with Children, of course, with Ed O'Neill and Katie Seagal and
Christina Applegate
and David Faustino and of course
Hottie.
Oh, and Buck the dog. That's right.
Buck the dog. Speaking of doggies, our doggy looks cute.
Yeah.
She got a haircut.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yep, finally got her haircut.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Oh, she looks adorable.
Yep. Hey, tonight you can join us live on the air by calling us, as always, here at the station. And I'm going to throw out the trivia question of the night real quick.
All right.
This is Married with Children trivia. Okay, the question of the night. Al Bundy, of course, he said in numerous episodes of the show that he was an all-star football player, scored 4 touchdowns in one football game. What high school was that for? If you can answer that question, you will win a pass for 2. I have one left. It's a pass for 2 to Mulligan Springs Golf Course. It's 18 holes in a cart. This is good for 2 people. And Mulligan Springs at 2205 Congress Lake Road. And you get to play with
Bob Fritz.
And Bob said he'd play with you. Yeah, of course. It's out in Suffield, Ohio. And this is a pass for 2, 18 in a cart. It's actually a 9-hole course. You play it twice, but you get to ride a cart. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Bring a lot of extra balls. The place has a lot of water. Fun little par 3, beautiful little course.
And we don't mean bring your swim trunks.
And like I said, call us here at the studio, 330-673-2428. And again, the question real quick. What high school did Al Bundy score his famous 4 touchdowns in one game for? If you know the answer, call us. And tonight...
Was it Lazy R Us?
No, it wasn't Lazy R Us. And, of course, Al Bundy was a shoe salesman at Gary's Shoe Store. That's right. Gary's Shoe Store. Anyone know that? That's right. Anyway, hey, I'll tell you, I love Married with Children because, it reminds me of our marriage, Deb, except Katie Seagal was hotter. But...
Shut up, John.
Our kids remind me of and our kids remind me of their kids too, because I mean they're just about
just about ignorant.
But thank God we don't have the crazy neighbors like they did on that show. Of course, you had
No, we got the Crazy Crew.
Yeah, of course, yeah, we do have the Crazy Crew, but of course, they had the crazy neighbors next door. Originally, Steve and Marcy. Then, of course,
Jefferson and Marcy.
Well, Steve and Marcy was the original. Then Steve left the show. They got a on-air divorce, and then Jefferson came on. Of course, played by Ted McGinley. Amanda Bierce played. Can I see my phone, please? Okay. Email. I love when I get email. Email's good.
You got mail.
Da-da-da.
Oh, that's one we'll have to do.
No, not on this show. Not happening.
Oh, you know what movie I was thinking of last night we definitely got to do?
What's that?
Meet the Fockers.
No, that would be a good one. Yep, that's a good show.
Oh, Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents is the original.
We got to do all three of those.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
What? What's it saying?
I remember the neighbors used to come over and Al Bundy go, chicken legs.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, don't answer it on the air. Deb's got to answer the phone real quick if John's still listening real quick. But yeah, we're trying to figure out. Yeah, she's talking to somebody on my phone. What do you need? Who is it?
We got to tie it in, so give us a minute.
Mike.
Yeah. Hey.
Call the studio line. I didn't recognize the number. What number was he calling from?
Work number.
Oh, work number. Oh, his house. Yeah, okay. Okay, John, you there?
I am still here.
Okay, sorry about that. Mikey called in, and he called it. I told him to call the studio line.
Oh, that dummy.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Tie Mikey in.
KRMA, who is this?
Your worst nightmare.
Oh boy, don't
You've been
talk.
my worst nightmare.
Don't talk dirty to
now,
me.
remember we were talking about the crazy neighbors? Well, we got the crazy guy that stays in the other room. We got Mike Malone. Mike Malone with his own special odor, Ode Malone.
Yes, what has happened then?
Well, it's your world, Mikey. I'm just living in it, brother.
Oh, you don't live in my world.
Yeah, well.
Just don't say downwind.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, as I said at the beginning of the show, we are saluting Married with Children tonight. If you have a favorite episode or something you want to talk about with the show related, give us a call, 330-673-2428. Why do you have to do that? Just why do you have to do that? Yeah. Anyway.
Simultaneousness, gotta love it.
Yeah.
Debbie fart.
Who farted? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't do it, it Earl.
I'm not farting. What are you talking about?
Did it.
And also tonight, looking forward, Hilljack Bob will be in just a little bit later. He's got a marriage before and after top 10 that was put together. And
he ought to know he's been married 5 times.
5 times, I know. I'll tell you that guy. And I think he married the one lady twice.
So technically 6.
Yeah, well, no, 5 altogether.
No, 5 different.
No. 4 different women 5 times. I don't know.
Hard to keep up.
It's hard to. I think he's married to them all at the same time. I don't know. I don't want to know what's going on in Hilljack Bob's. Now, Hilljack Bob's pretty close neighbors with John, if I remember right. But
yeah, he doesn't live too far down the road from me.
Yeah. I heard you guys get together every now and then for moonshine. So.
Well, absolutely. When you live amongst the hills here, you have to find some form of entertainment somehow.
Well, you just look at Mike. Isn't that right, Mike?
Exactly.
No, we want to bar. We don't want to drink moonshine when we look at Mike. We just want to bar.
Well, I know one thing I do want to take a moment and do is I do want to thank everyone that came out to the booth last weekend.
You got another call coming in. Hang tight, Mikey.
KRMA Radio, who is this?
Hey, Mommy.
What do you want?
It's the princess.
I'm grounded.
No, it's
You
Alex.
know you're ungrounded. Goodbye, Alex.
All the way?
Bye.
I'm all the way ungrounded?
You're all the way ungrounded.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mikey, you there?
No, I'm somewhere else.
Hide the phone.
Alex called and says, "Hey, am I grounded still?"
But no, seriously, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I do want to thank everyone that came out from the station, helped.
At the Suffield Music Fest. What a great event that was.
Oh my God. We were only planning on being there just for a couple hours.
We
ended
stayed
up being
all day.
And I'll
loved
tell you
it.
what, I had
Loved
a
it.
blast. No kids, just adult entertainment, fun.
Ran into an old buddy of mine, Mr.
couple of old buddies.
My good friend.
Mr.
compadre,
Hippie.
Mr. Jeff Tyson. If you're listening, Jeff, hey, buddy. Just wanted to say hi. I'm sure he's listening tonight. I told him to call in one of these nights.
Well, and then we also got to meet some of our other staff members we haven't met
Yeah, we
yet.
got to meet quite a few people. Then shook a lot of hands, handed out a lot of flyers.
I get to carry a famous music's guitar.
I know. That was great. I'll tell you. And Steve Jones did one hell of a job emceeing the event.
Definitely. I'll tell you what, that's
Great
something
time.
I would definitely go back to.
Absolutely. I want to go. I can't wait till next
And
year.
the good thing is, we were able to find out we have so many listeners.
I didn't realize how many people said, "Oh, I listen to you guys."
Yeah.
I mean, I was really amazed. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, no joke. I mean, we don't exactly take a huge amount of calls on this show. I mean, we're always happy to take them, but
the fact that we have a following,
the
that's
people,
what's cool.
the people that actually said, "Hey, by the way, I listen to you guys. You guys are pretty good. We enjoy listening to your show." And of course, it's like, "Wow, thank you. I'm glad you. It's good to hear your listener. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for listening." And those of you that do listen and don't call in, hey, don't be shy. You don't have to be shy.
We're all friends here.
We're all friends here. We're just
We are.
not you,
Not
Mike.
you, Mikey. You don't count.
Yeah, well, they take a look at Mike and go, "What the hell is?"
But no, seriously, call in. You don't have to be shy. We started out in our house, and now we're doing this, and so it's like...
We started out literally doing this show. This show has actually been around since 2012. For people who don't really know, this show is actually almost 3 years old. We started this show in 2012. We did just a few little test episodes. It took I didn't do it again for 15 months. I came back doing it 15 months later, and then we started doing it on another, let's just say, internet radio site over the telephone.
Well, we've always been internet radio.
But we did it over the phone, and then we moved it over to a more famous. It's not a shame to say because we play our replays there, YouTube. We did the show exclusively on YouTube for about 8 to 9 months, and then they called us and said, "Hey, you want to come over here?" Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So here's where we ended up. But we're just regular people, so give us a call.
I wanted to let everyone know that those of you that saw us at Suffield Music Fest, some of you that didn't,
A lot of people liked your boobs.
come on out to the Portage County Fair from August 25th to the 30th.
That's right.
And you will find the KRMA booth in the main building.
You never know who you're going to find there. We'll know a little when we get a little bit closer who's going to be on.
Well, I
there
know right
what
now
days.
we'll be there. Maggie and Alistair's going to be
I'll
there.
be there.
Johnny will be there.
Yep.
I think Miss CC
We just
Ryder's going to be
we just got
there.
to figure out what day, either Saturday or Sunday that day, because all going to depend.
One of those days will be there the
I'll
entire
give
day.
a little. I'm playing in a golf outing, and the outing's either going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday, depending on some things. So whatever day the outing is, we'll be there the opposite day of the outing. So that's kind of the plan right now. And then unless I don't play for some reason, then we'll be there.
Still up in the air.
Still up in the air, but we'll know more when it gets a little bit closer. But there will be a schedule, I believe, of KRMA radio personalities available.
Correct.
And then I think we're going to advertise who's going to be doing what and when. So that's right. So, hey, again, like I said, we are saluting Married with Children tonight. Talk to us about your favorite Married with Children episodes, and also if you're going to just talk about how your marriage is and how it compares to Married with Children.
Shut up.
Me and Deb are going to talk about how our marriage compares throughout the show.
12 years with this nut job, no wonder I'm wacky.
Yeah, well, I don't sell shoes, though.
You used to sell cars.
I used to sell cars. I used to sell cars at one point.
Now he sells Viagra door to door.
No, I don't sell Viagra door to door.
No, you don't do that.
Yes, he does.
That would be Mike, actually, back in the day.
He does live demonstrations. Look at how this works. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this Viagra go.
I mean, results may vary, but look at this.
Yeah. See, Mike, the only thing. The thing with Viagra, Mike is the only person in the world you'd never know it doesn't work on or does work on because you can't find it.
How do you think I end up finding it? Because I have to take it.
You take it just to find it. That's the amazing
Well,
thing.
he needs to take it just for Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, the one thing I was going to tell you, and this comes from advice from a friend, trim the berry patch down just a little bit. I think in Mike's case, that's more like a briar patch, but
It's like a fern.
You can talk about the briar patch like that.
it's like a fern. Okay, well,
Wow.
yeah. And also throughout the night of the show, we're going to have various Married with Children moments for you to play. So throughout the night, we're not going to say when. Of course, everyone knows when they come on, but yeah, we're going to have various, and I mean various Married with Children moments. Lots of fun moments throughout the show's history. Okay, Deb, stop, Deb.
The views and opinions expressed on
What are you doing?
KRMARadio.com are those of the
No,
hosts,
it didn't.
guests,
You hitting
and
the button.
callers
No,
and are
I was playing the donkey and it
Yeah,
started.
no, Deb's
Well,
playing.
what happens if you get to play it? Never mind.
Deb's playing with her donkey.
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't help. I'm married to a jackass named Earl.
Ooh, you funny.
You are, donkey.
Oh boy. 330-673-2428.
28.
330-673-248. Tune in. Or
2428.
Well, that's what it says.
You didn't say 673. 330-673-2428. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Don't make me.
You're going to throw things at me?
You're not going to make it till Sunday.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
I'm your wife.
You're just about as bad.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah. Worse. That's 12 years of marriage right there. She's going to throw something. I'll just fart.
Yeah, but you love her, Earl. You know that.
Yeah. You don't know what that means.
She's like a rash,
Yeah. Anyway, Earl, you
Yes.
actually got a Tyson sighting? Really?
I had a Tyson sighting. That's right, last Friday, and
I still got it.
He is trying to recruit me to bowl with him on Mondays at one of our local establishments. So I will be thinking about that still, and I'm going to be talking to him about that in the next coming days, and about the possibility of that. Because and he asked me, and I'll tell you what, he's still got the mullet, It's still stunned, by the way.
Hey, the 80s called. They need their mullet back.
Yeah. But you know what? His hair looks... I'd kill for half of his hair. I'd kill for an inch of his hair. I really would, because, he's got...
An inch would cover your whole face.
It would. It would cover my whole head. That's the thing, because, he's got great hair. He's one of the few people I know I can actually look at a guy and say, you know what? You got great hair. He really does. See, I got that stuff called just touch of hair. It's just enough.
And I still got the...
You got something. I don't know. I think it's a...
Yeah, what is your hair? Out of the armpits or what, Deb?
Shut up.
Well, she is French.
Certain match the drapes.
She does French.
Yeah.
She is French. Those French babes, they got... they got those, too. But anyway.
Yeah.
We got another call on the line. We're going to take that real quick.
KRMA Radio. Who is this?
B-Ride.
Oh, my God.
It's Wacko Waco.
They let anybody on the radio these days, you know.
Oh, I know. That's a shame.
What's going on in lovely Texas, Mr. Brian?
It's hot.
Well, I know I am. Thank you. I know you're such an admirer of mine of how hot I am, but...
I know you work out, baby, just like I do. So it's okay.
You know why it's so hot? Because Brian's down there.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's so hot down there, You
Oh,
can't...
because he's down there? Wait a minute. He's down where?
Well, he goes down somewhere, but we're not going to say where. It's getting straight. Now, Brian, now, for those of you that don't know, Brian and I used to host a show on the internet, a TV show
That
called...
started our
It
show.
actually kind of is really the original mother show of this one, some kind of bowling show, which we play replays of on YouTube. And Brian used to do all the crazy wacko stuff, that he was the guy that was bionic, and he run down and
Went through a bowling
through
machine.
a bowling machine and ended up in a ball return.
Let me beat him up.
It's amazing that he still has his pecker after that.
Hey, have you seen Bulmo?
Yes, I have.
Yes, you
Is
have.
he anywhere around?
I shot him right in the eye.
We don't want to know with what either. That's what's scary. But the thing with you, Brian...
Too much humping, that's why.
Oh, my God.
Left hand.
Oh, my God. So what else is going on with you, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's new and exciting with you, man?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've been doing some karaoke stuff.
I seen your videos, and you know, one thing I was going to tell you should really do is pull back a little further. You'd look better.
That take
Did you say pull out or pull back?
both.
Both. Yeah. I think you should have learned your lesson years ago about the pulling out thing, but you know.
I ain't got no more kids, so I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're doing at this moment in time. What else is going on? You know, you were saying something. You're going to be doing cartoons or something now, huh?
Well, I'm actually auditioning for cartoon voiceovers.
Yeah, you know what, dude? This guy has got more voices than Mel Blanc did. I kid you not. You know, I mean,
He's got more talent in his pinky than you do in your whole body.
Well, I know that.
Damn!
See, well, at least I know something. I mean, now, when we did the bowling show, we always play. Now, see, I was the straight man on the air. I played the straight guy.
Oh, my gosh. Hilljack's walking
Oh,
in.
my God. Hilljack's here. Well, no, the thing was, now, how's Carl doing? Is Carl still with you down there?
Yeah, I reckon I'm still here.
Oh, my God, there's Carl Elite. No, Hilljack Bob. Now, I think they're cousins.
I think they're brothers.
They're gonna sit down and talk together for the first time here. Hang on a minute. Hilljack, hit. Hey, Carl, this is Hilljack Bob, your cousin. How you doing there, buddy?
I reckon I'm doing good. I'm hot out here. I've been kicking around with my pecker, so it's all right now.
Well, cuz, I just wanted to let you know, I just got my new toilet put in on my front porch, and it's looking pretty good. I shined it up really nice. You'll have to come up to the trailer one day when you get in town, and have you come in and sit on it with me.
Well, anybody who takes around to the toilet has got to go straight to hell, because that's where it looks like it goes. I'm just not sure about that. I ain't gonna take around with no toilet.
Oh boy, that could be pretty bad. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, you know,
I'll take around with your wife if you got one. I like that.
I've had 5, you know that. I'm married to Frida again, you know, it's our second time around.
I want one of them nuns.
The Nunions?
I like nuns because they don't know what to do. I'm pretty not like, I'm very not, qualified to do sex or anything like that.
Oh my God. And the show just went to hell in a handbasket.
It just did. Thanks, Hilljack, and thanks, Carl. Oh my God. You know, I think we're gonna get to go and take a quick break real quick.
And we'll be right back after a brief message. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you,
to Some Kind of Radio Show.
It's Some Kind.
Hi, this is Earl McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you're listening to KRMA Internet Radio, home of the best rock and the best talk, and of course me and the Crazy Crew.
Hi everybody, Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesday 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio. Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the Crazy Crew.
Well, I don't know about you kids, but I'm really happy about the new baby. The gods must be on a roll, huh? Must be playing another round of Can You Top This? One started out, let's make him a shoe salesman. Another one said, let's give him a redhead. God, I feel like Exxon. One spill, I'm paying for it the rest of my life.
God, he's depressing. I want Jefferson.
It's
So do I.
So do I.
Well, at least he'll be here soon. He's out getting me a wave machine. At the Baby Expo at the $100 and over booth, we learned that babies like the sound of water.
Al, I want a wave machine.
Oh, Peg, I think the baby's getting plenty of waves, what with the turbulence of the daily arrival of your 4 Grand Slam breakfast.
Come on, Al, I want a wave machine. It's only $329.
Oh, thank you, God. That's exactly the price of my socket wrench set.
You know, this is amazing. You are actually going to tell me that you would rather spend that money on a socket set than on the fruit of your loins.
Well, Peg, you know I've had my heart set on that socket.
Oh, Al! Now look what you've done. I'm crying.
I'm getting up. Now you see me going.
You're really going?
I'm really going. Hey, you want to hear a sad story? My wife's having another baby, and I think it's mine. The end.
Hey, buddy, you can only go with that $1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. My next door neighbor's having a baby, too. God, what a weenie. Even has a weenie name. Jefferson. Mr. Perfect Husband. Waiting on his third face of the wife. I'll tell you something, when that guy rolls over in bed in the morning and has to look at that, hey, Jefferson. I was just talking about a neighbor on the other side. His name, Jefferson. He's having a baby, too. Think about that. So what are you doing here?
I'm running like a river when the snow melts. It was the Baby Expo, Al. It broke me. Look, just because we're leaving our pregnant wives alone to fend for themselves without a cent in the world, that doesn't make us bad people, does it?
Many's the great American before us who have skipped out on the needy.
Join up with some friends that have a lobster boat, and I'm gonna be the mighty fisherman. How about you, Al?
Going to L.A., gonna be the big white hooter hunter. God, life is gonna be great. Yep.
Bus to Seattle now leaving gate 11.
Well, back to the wives?
Yep, back to the wives.
Oh, hi, honey. Come lay beside me.
There is no beside you, Peg.
So, Al, what's in the bag? Your socket set, huh? Oh, Al, a wave machine. Oh, you do care, don't you?
Peg, touch me with even one lip, I take it back.
You know, honey, the only reason I wanted this is so that at least one of our children would have every opportunity in life. I mean, you saw what not having one did for the other two.
What a pair of misfits. But you know, Peg, the baby's already got one up on the other two. He's already smarter than Kelly, and he's closer to a woman than Bud will ever be.
And marriage go together like a horse and disparage.
Oh. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one.
Who was the original singer of that song?
Frank Sinatra, 1955.
Let's leave it that way,
Yeah,
right?
no kidding.
And this is actually, listen.
Yeah. Okay, turn it off. That's enough. Okay, that's enough. This conclusion.
Debbie, hearing you sing really makes me want to take a dagger and jam it in my crotch.
Okay, that's enough of this song. How long did you play?
30 seconds of it.
This ain't 30 seconds. It's like a minute and a half of this.
No, it's not.
Really? You lie.
No, it's 30 seconds of it.
Without the other. Well, we're back on some kind of radio show. We had a very special call-in. We had the great good friend of mine, Mr. Brian Reinhardt.
Brian Deeney.
Yeah, from calling live from Waco, Texas.
A Waco for a Waco.
And he said to tell you hi, Mike.
Now you can talk to Mike.
Mike?
Yeah?
He said tell you hi.
Hi.
He's not on now, but
I'm sure he's listening. Hi.
he is. He also brought out his good old friend Carl Lee, which is Hilljack Bob's cousin. Who's
brother.
No, they're cousins.
They're older.
They're cousins.
Carl is his younger brother.
They're cousins.
No, he just said Carl's his younger brother.
Cousins. They said they were cousins. He could have called him cousin. Hilljack went outside to
You got to remember, it's
West
West Virginia.
It could be his cousin,
my
brother. I don't know.
Is my cousin is my mother, is my sister, is my grandma,
I think
Pappy.
it could be Uncle Brother Joe in reality. We don't know, but they were having a little chat, and then they talked for like 5 minutes off the air. You know, I'm like, guys, do you guys need like a room? I mean, I don't know what was going on there, but no, Hilljack's outside with a. What the hell's he doing with a donkey out there? I'm just still trying to figure that out.
Is Hilljack outside playing with Harold again?
No, he's playing with a donkey. Oh, there is. Get that thing out of here. Get that thing out of here.
You kept telling us you wanted some ass.
Jeez. Anyway, welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show. We are saluting, of course, Married with Children tonight. And, I'll tell you what. We got some Married with Children type of stories in our house, I mean. It's like I compare my life to Al Bundy in many ways. I enjoy going to the bathroom, and I do.
When you don't have your fur babies following you.
Sex is like a job for me, especially with you, because it's a lot of work. It takes like 3 hours to please you, because you just.
Oh please! You're a 2-second man. Bam wham! Thank you, ma'am. I'm done. Too bad about you.
Well, like I said, it's like it takes work.
Hey, Earl, you're getting yours. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's right.
Good point, Mike.
Hey, thanks, man.
Mike's got his with Pamela Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah, and
no, Palmelantinia.
He's he's got the Cadbury cream eggs in there too. I don't know what was going on with that, but. I don't know what you're doing with those eggs, man, but
you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
He likes to roll them around his mouth, pretend that he's bag snapping.
You want me to tell you, I will. I mean.
No. Let's just keep the imagination. Let's just keep everything to our imagination. Now, everyone, keep it up, because we are working on 8 consecutive weeks of Dead Piss. Yes, we got it. Week number 8. Deb is going to piss herself on the air. Here we go. She's going to the bathroom. She ran right past me.
All right, here we go.
8 weeks running, she is peed herself. And those of you keeping track in the KRMA Deb peeing herself poll, if you've guessed 8 weeks so far, you're still in the running. So guess what? We're at 8 weeks and counting. And with a double whammy last week. So 9 pees during 8 weeks. During the show. So, yes. So we're doing...
You got a double whammy last week.
She peed twice, John. Twice last week.
Good Lord. See what happens when I get sick?
Yeah.
She's a big girl now.
Yeah, she good. Yeah, the thing is,
She's a good girl.
Thank God we brought toilet paper in, because that's all I had to say. Because we were out in the studio here, and we went and got more. Get your... Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop it. God. She didn't even wipe her... Deb, she used her hand to wipe. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I know it's hand sanitizer, but you put it on my hair. You're going to mess up my beautiful, gorgeous, thick, and luxurious hair.
What hair?
Well, yeah.
You don't have touch of hair. You got Slim Shady hair.
No, I had a full, thick, luxurious, black, thick, full head of hair when we got married. And you know what happened? 12 years later, this is what happens. You know what? And my hair... See, okay, if you look at the Married with Children series, you look at Ed O'Neill originally. He had hair on his head. By the end of the series, bald. I'm telling you, that's my life. Al Bundy, my life is compared to Al Bundy so closely.
Yeah, and I was skinny till I met you.
Well, you know what they say. If the shoe fits, wear it, babe. But they do make special shoes. I'm just messing with you. But we do love you. I love you. It's 12 years, honey. I love you.
12 years, been together almost 13.
12 years.
Been together almost 13.
Been together almost 13, that's right.
Yep.
Lucky 13.
New Year's Eve will be 13.
We broke in that New Year's Eve.
Oh, shut up!
Let's just say the countdown for the West Coast countdown. We started at inch 12. We worked all the way down to 0. If you know what I mean, you know. And she did a good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
Oh man. Sorry, we quit throwing stuff at me. Jeez. But anyway, hey,
quit being a douche.
I want to throw out the question of the night one more time here, and if you can win a lovely pass to Mulligan Springs Golf Course, it's a pass for 2 people to play 18 holes of golf
with Bob Fritz.
With Bob Fritz, he'll play with you if you want him to. He likes to play with people on their balls. Love you, Bob.
He does like nice round things.
Yeah, well, no. Bob's a good guy. I love Bob to death. I've known
Bob's a great guy.
I've known Bob for probably 15 years. But seriously, 2 holes. 2 holes.
2 holes, huh?
2 holes.
Wow, someone's got something
2
on
holes
his
of
mind.
golf. But nice.
Yeah, play 2 holes or done. That's all. No, seriously, it's for 2 people to play 18 holes of golf with a cart. And this is good for 2 people. This pass will expire on October 31st of this year. 2 folks, Mulligan Springs, 2205 Congress Lake Road, Suffield, Ohio. Call in tonight. Answer this question. What high school did Al Bundy... Seriously? You had to do that?
You're the one that did it.
Yeah, right. 2... Jeez. I'm surrounded by farts. What high school did Al Bundy famously score his 4 touchdowns in one game for?
I know this one.
Yeah, don't answer it, Mike.
Okay.
Jack or us.
Yeah. If you know the answer, give us a call, 330-673-2428. And that is 330-673-2428. Give us a call. And also, if you have any marriage stories, if you've been married for a while and you want to just tell those crazy marriage stories, just off-the-wall things that has happened over the years in marriage, give us a call. We'd love to hear them, and we'll share some of our experiences throughout the night, too. One thing I remember when Deb and I got married, the day Deb and I got married.
That was a disaster.
Was a disaster?
We should have taken warning and ran.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is how the day went. This is how stupid I was the night before. I had this great grand idea. Let's have my bachelor party the night before the wedding.
After the rehearsal.
After the rehearsal dinner. We had the rehearsal dinner in my at my front yard at the time. We had a nice little front side little yard. And then I had a group of guys. We decided we're going to go out, and we hit the town. And we ended up at a place where Hooters were. Not Hooters the place, but there was Hooters in the term of boobies everywhere, and there was alcohol flowing and many things. So I decided to get very, very wasted, and I didn't decide; it just kind of happened because guys were force feeding me
they
shots.
Got you too wasted.
They got me plastered. Let's just put it that way. I was vomiting in the parking lot of the hotel I was staying at that night.
Then you decided to show up at the house.
Then I decided to show up at the house.
I gotta go pee. Let me in.
I'm so drunk. I kid you not. I am so drunk. I peed in the front yard.
Trying to look in the window.
Debbie, who was, of course, 6-7 months pregnant?
Almost 7.
Almost 7 months pregnant with our son.
Had it not been for my cousin, you wouldn't have made it to the wedding.
Yeah. Well, let's just tell you this. The next morning, I lose the wedding rings. I left them in the room.
I get locked out. I have no wedding shoes. I get locked out of the house.
Deb gets locked out of the house. So we had to find the wedding rings, which we did in the nick of time. We also
wait till you got there to be able to get the keys to let me in the house.
Right. We had to get to that. Yeah. So, yeah, we lost. And of course, I was hungover. I had the hangover of all hangovers that day.
You were wearing sunglasses when we got married.
Sunglasses. Why? Because we got married outside. We got married outside, and
your best man was holding you up.
My good friend Steve, my best man, holding me up, literally holding me up. Yeah. And but really, it went good. I mean, all said and done, it went fine. The day went very well, and the
funny thing was, the night before at rehearsal, you practiced getting my ring stuck, and it did get stuck.
Yeah, I was joking about it getting stuck. Then it actually did get stuck on your finger, and that was the funny part about it.
Well, that's because that was during that brownout. Remember?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Remember the big
brownout of 03?
No, it was a blackout. Remember the
no,
whole
it's called a brownout.
Well, the whole Northeast, because the power grid. Remember that the power grid went out in 2002.
2003.
2003.
It happened 3 days before.
Yeah, you guys remember that big blackout in the Northeast from Canada?
I think.
It went out everywhere. I mean, everywhere in the entire Northeast of the country. You guys remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, John remembers it.
I was out mowing the lawn when that happened, and you yelled at me for it.
Yeah.
Well, I might have been touching myself inappropriately.
You probably were, which wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, we 3 days prior to that, we're because we remember we just we bought a whole ton of food because we were having our rehearsal dinner. We did a cookout. We decided to go cheap and just have a cookout, and we had food and beer and. You know what?
Our whole wedding cost $400.
Our whole wedding. I kid you not. Our whole wedding cost us $400. A friend of mine who owns a limo company let me use the limo.
Our cake was a wedding gift.
Our cake was a wedding gift.
The hall was a wedding gift.
The hall we rented was a wedding gift. And then we rented the gazebo at Lake Anna in Barberton, and then we got a justice of the peace to perform the ceremony outside. So, yeah, it was $400 total. But, Deb's original wedding dress cost more than that, then she couldn't fit into it because she was slightly knocked up. I don't know who did it. It had to be, I think it was the mailman. Was it the mailman? I think it was the mailman.
Milkman.
Was it the milkman?
It was the bowl man.
The bowl man. Brian? Yeah.
No, not Bomo. Bowl man.
Yeah, we don't get Home Alone here, okay?
Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
But no, it was
Mikey.
It was a good.
Hi, Johnny.
It was a good weekend.
It was a very crazy weekend.
Then
we went to Niagara Falls.
Yeah, turned around, got up there, stayed the night. We're like, screw this, went right back.
Yeah. Well, no, because we stayed on the New York side. Because we didn't stay on the Canadian side. We stayed on the New York side. We went to the Canadian side.
We didn't have a whole lot of money.
No, we really didn't.
We just got married. We had a baby on the way.
We didn't have a lot of money.
I was 7 months pregnant at this time.
Yeah, we couldn't do a whole lot. But we went up for the night, basically.
Well,
didn't we? We went for like we stayed the whole day on the Canadian side.
We got up there late that afternoon and then came home the next day.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing was, it's like I couldn't really do anything. I was pregnant.
You were miserable.
I was miserable from the car ride.
Yeah, you were miserable. You were absolutely miserable at the time. You didn't feel well. You were like, cause then we had to haul all the. Remember that night we had to haul all the wedding. We had a lot of wedding gifts. God, we had a what we used to have, the station wagon at that time. We had
Ford Escort.
We had a Ford Escort station wagon at the time. And so we had to
took two cars.
Took
our car plus the limo.
Took our car plus the limo to get everything home, and then it probably like 6 trips into the house to get everything into the house.
And I didn't lift a finger.
No, you didn't. I brought it all in.
Not even the middle finger.
Good boy.
And you got to remember, we had already been given the hall and everything for wedding gifts, and we still, I think we ended up with like $1,500 after everything plus gifts.
Yeah, but we didn't even consummate the marriage that night.
We didn't have to.
Well,
you did that 7 months previous.
Yeah, well, I inseminated the marriage beforehand. I'm talking about consummating the marriage.
No, we were too tired.
No, we were too tired. And then, we did plenty of that during the, let's see, it gets creative when you're that far along pregnancy-wise, because, my biggest fear was, there's the messed up part. When you're, trying to get on top, and then you got a baby kicking, and all you see is this foot, and it's like, dude, put your foot back, it's in my, then I was afraid I was going to get kicked in the jingles, And I think one time, because this was actually Alex, I was afraid Alex was going to grab my thing and not let go one day. I remember I said that. I was like, hey, Alex, don't grab it, man. Don't be grabbing my stuff.
We didn't even name him at that point.
I think I kept hitting him in the head. I think I don't know what was going on with that, but
you said that early son getting kicked down there just by the dogs now.
Yeah, that's true. Mike got it the other night because with Holly. I mean, Mike, you got a pretty good wiener slam there, didn't you?
I used a little bit too much peanut butter.
Oh, jeez. more information than we needed to know on this show. That's,
TMI.
Thank you very much.
TTMI.
Yeah, but so Hilljack is here. We're just gonna let you know he is here. He's back outside. I sent him outside. He's got his donkey out there. I don't know what that's all about, but he's got a donkey out there.
He's kind of bent over the donkey right now.
Well, thank God it's dark outside and we can't see unless you know.
Oh, he's got the flashlight.
You ride it in?
He's got the flashlight.
Yeah, he's out there with a flashlight and a donkey. I don't know. All I told him is you better clean the poop up outside because I just see someone driving through it tomorrow morning. And
well, he already brought the donkey in the studio.
Yeah, I told him to take the damn thing outside. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, it's a lot better than a cardboard tube and a gerbil.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I say, who do you think he was, Juan Valdez?
I think he's Juan Hilljack. That's for sure. That's
Hilljack Valdez.
Juan Bob.
Juan Don Chon.
Something. I don't know what the hell he is, but anyway.
So what's going on in West Virginia?
Well, actually, things are kind of quiet down here in Morgantown. It's the weekend before the students show up here for classes. They start on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So the town's starting to get more crowded. A lot more cars in town, a lot of traffic. So the best thing to do is everybody in Morgantown stay at home.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exciting.
I got a chubby.
Not really.
Mike got a chubby.
Mike's thinking of all the co-eds.
Yeah.
Hey, I still.
Yeah, Mike like those co-eds. We know that.
I get older, they all stay the
same. Mike, here's the thing. Now I'm gonna tell you a story about Mike, and I pointed this out to him earlier today.
He's the poster child.
No.
I know what you're gonna say. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I'm standing outside. We're talking, and this is about a couple hours ago. He's out there in his bare feet. I swear to God, this Mike has got the whitest feet of any human alive right now, except for a corpse.
He could pass as an albino.
I kid you not. He's got albino feet.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, his feet are the whitest feet I've ever seen on a living human being. I'm like, dude, do you have any blood flow to your feet at all?
Bud flow?
Well, I think he had a lot of blood flow at one point.
Bud flow?
Bud flow. Oh yeah.
Bud flow, if you know what I mean. You know.
Blood.
There's no blood.
Flow.
Well, he used to have blood flow down there, but blood flow is what I'm getting at.
That's because he got decapitated.
He got something, but anyway.
Clap on, clap off.
Oh, ha 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 ha, hardy har. There we go. This show just went south, and we still got 3 hours of this to go. So, how much time we got till we go to break, Dempster?
30 seconds.
We got 30 seconds, and we're gonna go to break. Oh, hey, we're gonna go to break in about 30 seconds. We got the national news coming up in just a couple minutes from VOA News, and then we'll have more Married with Children stuff.
What was that? Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight's news is brought to you by, what did we come up with the other night?
Oh, God, I forgot now. I thought you were supposed to write this down.
It was something,
I'll think about it while we're on break.
Jenna something.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Jenna Deuce or...
No, I got it. Yeah.
What was it?
You know what? I know what it is. I'll talk about it when we come back. We got to go to break. Okay, you are listening to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Tonight's episode, saluting Married with Children. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
From Washington, this is VOA News. The U.S. flag is raised over its embassy in Havana for the first time in 54 years. Secretary of State John Kerry says that talks will begin next month on the full normalization of bilateral ties between the U.S. and Cuba. At a joint news conference in Havana with Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez, Kerry said the path toward fully normal relations will depend on lifting a trade embargo against Cuba that the United States imposed more than 50 years ago.
So it's our hope that over the next days, we will be able to lay out a roadmap
whereby steps are taken and make it possible for us to move to the next level.
Kerry also downplayed any concerns about whether the next U.S. president might roll back or reverse the Obama administration's policy of engaging Cuba. A Cuban-American human rights advocate in Washington said the U.S. move to normalize relations might be a setback for Cuban dissidents, and some U.S. lawmakers and prominent politicians have questioned the Obama administration's decision to move forward with engagement in the wake of human rights concerns. Reports from Libya's coastal city of Sirte say dozens of people have been killed in fighting there this week between Islamic State jihadists and rival gunmen. The country remains in turmoil 4 years after the overthrow of longtime dictator Muammar Gaddafi. The latest clashes erupted when a Salafist Muslim group and armed residents attacked Islamic State fighters in Sirte, accusing them of killing a prominent local preacher. Libya is split between two governments supported by armed groups that are fighting each other. The internationally recognized government is in Tobruk. An Islamist-backed government is in Tripoli. This is VOA News. Eurozone finance ministers have approved the first $29 billion payment of a $93 billion bailout deal for Greece after the Greek parliament approved the package on Friday. The deal was agreed to after nearly 6 hours of Eurozone meetings in Brussels. Euclid Sakalatos is Greece's finance minister.
Any deal is only as good as what you make of it. So let's hope that the Greek people will be able to make the best of this deal, to make the best of the reforms and the ability to reform, and will mitigate any negative consequences that surely exist within it.
The Eurozone decision saved Greece from defaulting on its debts and helped to avoid its exit from the single currency Eurozone. Chinese authorities are continuing an investigation into what caused two gigantic explosions at a warehouse in Tianjin earlier this week. Several small fires were still smoldering early Friday at the site of the blasts, which occurred late Wednesday in a warehouse that stored dangerous chemicals. Officials say the death toll from the explosions has risen to 56, including 21 firefighters. More than 700 people remain hospitalized. 33 of those are reported to be in serious condition. It is not known how many people are missing. There are widespread expectations that the death toll will continue to rise. Meanwhile, the official Xinhua news agency reports that a team of more than 200 military nuclear and biochemical specialists and a group from the International Atomic Energy Agency's Beijing office have been dispatched to the site. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe expressed feelings of profound grief and sincere condolences to those who suffered and died from Japan's past military aggression. While making a highly anticipated public statement on the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II Friday, Mr. Abe said that Japan had inflicted immeasurable damage and suffering upon innocent people. He said that what has been done cannot be undone, but past mistakes should not be repeated. The Prime Minister upheld apologies made by his predecessors, but he offered no new apology of his own. China and South Korea have repeatedly called upon Mr. Abe to directly address atrocities committed by the Japanese military during its occupation of much of Asia. U.S. factory output rose at the strongest pace in 8 months during July, largely due to a surge in auto production. The report by the U.S. Central Bank is the latest in a series of mostly upbeat studies that increase the likelihood that the U.S. Federal Reserve will raise interest rates in September. For more on these stories, visit our website. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
We're not just another radio station. We are KRMA Internet Radio. The best rock, the best talk, 24/7.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost Twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the Crazy Crew.
I can't believe we're in Florida. Why, if it wasn't for the 1,000-degree heat, the flying palmetto bugs, and the smell of your frying feet, I think we were in heaven. It was nice of the kids to send us, though. It's kind of romantic, huh?
You ain't seen nothing yet. Well, I guess that's it. Happy anniversary, baby.
No, Al. I want the whole enchilada. You know, the whole 4 yards.
That's 9 yards, Peg.
Do you really want me to get out the ruler, Al? Now let's get to it.
Oh, all right. Go lay down. I have to prepare myself. Let's jam.
Don't mind me, I'm just setting up here. Hi, Stan Mendelson. Call me Captain Scooter. I just want to extend an official welcome to Hurricane Hole, soon to be sunny Florida's finest resort community. Let me get that lizard there for you. So, you busy?
Not really.
Let me get my lizard back in my pants for you there.
No, thank you. And we're back. You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. I'm your host, Debbie McCune.
You're not the host.
Yes, I am.
I'm the host.
We are the hosts.
I'm the host with my co-host. Get it right.
We don't have co-hosts. We have hosts.
We're co-host.
No, we're hosts.
You know what? You're my...
Anyway, I'm Debbie McCune with Earl McCune.
Let me get that lizard for you.
John Sinsel on the air from West Virginia. And, of course, we still got Mikey.
Hi, Mikey.
Mikey don't count.
Hey, Mikey. Let me just say something. What are you doing? Now you're playing stuff again. What are you doing? You're killing me, Petey.
No.
She's not paying attention yet again.
No, I am.
Slacker.
Ooh.
Go back.
Yeah. Come on, Deb.
Go back. Come on, Deb. What the hell? Hilljack, hey, this is Hilljack Bob sitting in real quick. Hey, just let me say something, Deb. When you don't pay attention, things happen. You know what happens? Let me tell you what happens. Here's what happens. That's how you end up with babies.
What happened was I had hit stop, but it didn't go.
Let me tell you, you know what you gotta do. When my wife tells me to stop, I stop. Yep, didn't I hear that too?
And remember, no...
Yeah, you got a lot of those, Hilljack.
Hilljack, you are one crazy character, man. Jeez.
All right. Hey, Hilljack.
Yeah.
What did you think of Married with the Children?
Married with the Children? Well, that's my life. I'm married. I've been married 5 times. I've been married to 4 women. 5 times. Twice to one. Don't ask. She wouldn't. Yeah. That was my one wife. One of my wives. She was actually my first and my third wife. Then Hilda.
Ironically, it was your first and third cousin.
I told you not to talk about that, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
I told you. Tell. This is not what we talk. Whoa, what the hell? You turning on other mics? There we go.
No, I didn't turn on other mics.
What got louder all of a sudden?
There's only one mic turned on, buddy, and you don't talk into it.
Well, hell.
I boosted Mike.
You boosted Mike up.
I'm shimmying the mics.
I wonder what that tingling sensation
I was wondering too.
Shimmy, Mikey,
Don't do it, Deb. Don't do that. Oh my God.
No.
No, God. Deb, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't worry about that. It's just an email. Oh, I think we just lost John. Did we lose John? We'll have to call. John's going to have to dial back in.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. Then.
He done hung up.
I think John... No, I think either the phone line cut off or John hung it up. Okay, Deb, we got headlines, right?
Blah, 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 blah. I think it though.
Yeah, we got headlines. It's headlines time here on the radio show. On some kind of radio show. What are you doing, Goob?
These headlines this week brought to you by Gynacleanse.
Gynacleanse.
For those guys, when you're done with your pee-pee, you cleanse it.
That's not a real product. We just made it up, by the way. So
made it up.
Those of you listening and wondering, where do you get these crazy sponsors? We make these ones up.
And that's why we have the disclaimer.
That's right. We make our headlines sponsors up because we can, and we did. Because it's not a real product. We should make it a real product. You know, we should make a product called Mikey Cleanse, and that's John should be calling in. You got Mike? You got John?
Nope, it's... Hold on.
No, the phone line is beeping.
KRMA Radio, who is this?
Yeah, it's Uncle Bob and Chow from West Virginia.
What are you calling this line for?
Because I disconnected the other one.
Well,
no, you hung up. Call back on the phone. Bye-bye.
I
will. You know what they say.
Mikey hung
and
up.
Now we lost Mikey. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Okay, Mikey and John call back. Oh my goodness gracious.
Alrighty. Our first one tonight.
We got headlines. Okay, Deb, you have to turn that around so you can see when he calls. So, because I can't see it. You have to turn it around so you can see. You can see it now. Oh my God. Hilljack, this is what I put up with for 12 years. Well, I'll tell you something. I've been married 5 times. And over a period, I've been now about free to my 5th wife. We've been married for 22 years now. 22 years. I wish I would have met her first, because I've been married 30. I've only been told out of all the 5. Hold on a minute. The 5 wives I've been married to, the 4 wives 5 times. I've been married a total of 27 years, but I've been married to Frida for 25. So I've only got about a year out of each other one, but all I'm going to say is 22 years with Frida.
Alright, here's our first headline. Cupcake crazed dog starts fire while pursuing sweet cupcake.
Sweet cupcake.
He's a cutie little thing.
Cupcakes.
It says, Altoona,
cupcakes.
Pennsylvania. Police say dogs trying to get a box of cupcakes left on top of a stove apparently started a small fire in the central Pennsylvania home.
Aww.
I told Mikey about leaving the dogs play. The landlord tells police in Lagoon Township that he stopped by his tenant's home to let out the dogs about 8 p.m. on Sunday. That's when the landlord saw a small stovetop fire and called firefighters. Police say it appears the dogs were trying to get into the cupcakes and not only knocked off the stove's control knobs, they also turned on the stove, causing the fire. It was a gas stove.
Well, that'd be Mike's kind of dog that likes to turn them on.
The fire has been ruled accidental. Nobody was hurt. Lagoon Township is near Altoona, about 85 miles east of Pittsburgh.
Well, that's the thing. I was just going to say, that's the kind of thing that...
That's something Holly would do.
It would be something I think your dog would do, but let me tell you something there, Deb. That'd be the kind of dog Mike would want, because Mike likes to get turned on by dogs. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, Hill Jack, he's not on the line right now to defend himself, so I wouldn't, throw too many stones there, pal.
Well, it is Mike we're talking about.
You're right.
He's right.
Yeah, he is right. Good point, Hill Jack. Yeah, that's an interesting...
This one posted blah, 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 yippee-oh, yippee-yay. It wasn't even after Mike. So.
Yeah, I heard that too. There's some truth to that, I believe.
All right, this next one is... Disgruntled man upset because he can't pay parking fine with pennies.
Pennies, huh?
Rolled pennies.
I'd pay it with a... Yeah,
Again, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Well, you're just picking on Pennsylvania today, aren't you?
A Pennsylvanian borough is putting the brakes on a disgruntled handyman's attempt at paying his $25 parking fine with 50 rolls of pennies.
Oh,
Chambersburg's officials told this person his passive-aggressive payment of 2,500 pennies wasn't allowed under a federal rule designating the copper coins as small change, not tender for debts greater than 25 cents. This person tells Wednesday's Chambersburg police opinion he tried paying with pennies because the $25 ticket seemed high for the violation, parking on the wrong side of the street for 10 minutes. The borough's finance director says that he would have...
That's probably Mike. Just go ahead and pick it up.
KRMA Radio, who is this?
Hey, Mommy.
No.
What?
Can I ask you something?
What?
I'm getting a bit hungry.
You have an Easy Mac. Goodbye.
I already ate it.
Yeah, there's two.
One was his, one was his sister's.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what else I should make.
There's a slushie in the freezer.
You got a slushie?
I already had my slushie.
Oh my goodness gracious, boy.
Then figure something out. Make a box of mac and cheese. Goodbye.
Only on this show we will have our children call and say, I'm hungry. Oh, yeah, I know he's got to stop doing that.
Keep it up, you'll get grounded again. Okay, it says, this person tells the newspaper he still hasn't paid the fine. He says he's trying to think of another way to inconvenience the borough. If not paid by the weekend, could face 5 days in jail.
Okay, that's interesting.
Seriously, $25.
Wow.
Give them 25 ones. That's an inconvenience.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd do.
Give them
maybe not the pennies if they won't take the
2 rolls of quarters.
Well, 2 rolls of quarters and a roll of nickels. That's right. 2 rolls of quarters, roll of nickels. That's what I'd give them. I would. I've done it.
Yep.
It's not $25.
It's 22.
What? Okay. How about? Well, fine. You know, how about
a roll of dimes?
No, that's $10. Roll of dimes is $10. No, here. 2 rolls of quarters, 2 rolls of dimes. No, I'm sorry. 2 rolls of quarters, 2 rolls of nickels, and a $1 bill. There's $25 right there.
There you go.
See, that's what I would do. And then, but I give them the oldest looking wrinkly. Actually, I'd take the dollar bill.
Tape it.
No. I'd wipe my ass with it. That's right. I would wipe my ass with the $1 bill, and then I would give it to him. Here you go. I'd let it dry first, of course. I wouldn't give it to him fresh. I'd let it sit. I'd put it in this. I'd get one of them. Put it on my clothesline, okay? And I'd let it sit outside and let it bake for a little while in the sun, And we got another call here. Is this your kid again?
KRMA Radio, who is this?
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Mike.
No, I think it's high.
Oh no.
I was with Miss Piggy.
No, Miss Piggy and Kermit broke up. You're a day late, dollar short.
Oh, I hated her.
It takes one to know one.
Oh!
Wow!
Wow!
Below the belt!
Oh, really? I set up my ding dong.
John, no one wants to touch your ding dong.
I don't want to touch Mike's ding dong. That's for darn sure.
No.
He hasn't found his ding dong since 1997. I mean, that's all I know. Deb, are you gonna pee yourself yet again? We gotta go for.
I thought it was 92, but whatever anyway.
Well, I was giving him a little credit at least. I mean, you haven't seen his ding dongs. Well, when was the last time you seen his ding dong, John? That's all. No,
All right, here's our next.
Whoa, wait a minute. You guys sing. Whoa.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I just want to know what. Wait a minute. You guys talking about looking at each other's ding dongs? You guys shower together by chance one day?
Not anymore.
Oh my God!
John ruined that.
I didn't hear what he said.
Give us a call at 330-673-2428. And that's a double whammy. She's gonna pee again. Oh my God! She's crying and going to go pee her pants. See, that's two tonight. We're on a roll, and we're only the second hour into the show. We could get a couple more good pees out of her. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, just remember, I know what happened on my couch bed. Never mind.
Wow. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here.
That's this.
Wait a minute, guys. What the hell are you guys? No. Listen, I understand the things happen down south, and I have a summer home down there, or winter home down there, I should say, and well, I just want to say this: what happens down there needs to stay down there and not be brought up here, okay? Because what, you gotta poop? What the hell you doing, Deb? Deb's gotta fix her boobs, everybody. She's fixing her boo-boos, yeah. Yes, Deb was adjusting her, whoa, those things are perky. Deb, did you get a new bra?
Yeah, Hilljack. Actually, she got this new bra. We talked about it last week at the Suffield Music Fest, where a lot of people pointed out the fact that her boobies were very perky and very happy, and that she got this new padded bra.
It's not a padded bra. It's a comfort support for women.
With padding.
It's not a padding. It's comfort support.
Well, I checked.
I can't wear the.
They're not that. Believe me, I've seen them without the bra, and they're not that perky anymore.
Because I can't wear underwire. I have to get a support bra.
You wear underwear.
Underwire.
Oh, wire.
You can't wear
underwear. Head out of the
gun.
Can't wear underwear.
Underwire.
Well, you don't wear underwear anyway. You usually free ball it, don't you?
Underwire.
Oh my.
Deb free balled it. Deb is free balling.
How do you free ball boobies?
Free balling.
She's free boobieing. She free boobs.
Free boobing.
Free.
Sit and rotate
boobing.
when it gets to the elbow. The ride's over.
Oh my God, she's free boobing, everybody. No, actually, she's not tonight. Those things are extra perky. Those things could poke.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you what. Those things could poke your eyes out right now. Those things are like sticking out like. It's like that Madonna video where she had the torpedo boobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that video.
Yeah, Deb's got the torpedo boobs going right now. Those things are ready to like stick. Those things say, "Hello, I'm happy," going right now. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm happy to look at them, but at the same time.
I know Hilljack's drooling.
I know Hilljack's. Hilljack. What the hell are you doing, Hilljack?
I need the inhaler.
You need that? Okay. Need that? And Hilljack's over here going, what? Hilljack, you okay over there, buddy? I think he's back.
Hey, you know, actually, I like a little smaller than that, but it still gets me up 6 to midnight.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We got an extended break coming up here anyway. You're listening to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. More Married with Children clips and craziness. Stay tuned.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
We're not just another radio station. We are KRMA Internet Radio. The best rock, the best talk, 24/7.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the crazy crew.
Let's put on our costumes that we made last night.
Peggy!
How'd you know it was me?
Well, you told me you were going as a princess. Anyway, I'm hosting a Halloween charity fundraiser tonight for women who killed their husbands just to watch them die. I got the hottest rock group from the 70s, the Village People. And they just called collect and said they can't make it. So now I've got a house full of angry menopausal women who have paid $100 a head to see the Village People. So as a favor to me, I'd like you all to come over to the party.
I thought she was going to ask us to dress up as the Village People and entertain.
And dress up as the Village People and entertain.
No way.
Wait, Mrs. Darcy. There's $500 in it for you.
Macho!
Next to Christmas, Thanksgiving, Sunday through Monday, Halloween's got to be the worst day of the year. Unless you're deaf, go away. Look, kid, I'm out of patience and I'm out of candy, so beat it. How'd you do that?
I'm deaf. That's the first thing they teach you in deaf school.
Hey, you are deaf.
You mind if I take this hood off? It's hot as hell in here and I just had my hair done.
Perfect.
Actually, I can look any way I want. I can be your greatest fantasy. I could be your worst nightmare.
Why me?
You've been calling.
But it's just something that you say that you don't actually mean. Like how you doing or I love you.
Tell you what. Any time between now and midnight, if any member of your family says that they need you in any way, I'll let you live.
Then I'll get my suitcase.
Come on, guys, they're getting restless. Now, all you have to do is lip sync to the record.
You know who I wish were here to see this?
Say it, Peg!
The Supremes. What's the next song?
There is no next song. I just have the 45.
How many times have they sung that song?
I don't remember, but I also don't remember the construction worker having pimples.
Hey, we're here!
Sorry we're late, everyone.
But it is Halloween and everybody gave us candy.
I know you've all been waiting, so we're just gonna kick it off with a little something that goes like this. Hit it, guys.
They're TPing us. They don't normally do this till we sing Feelings.
Hey, wait a minute. You're throwing the good stuff. 2-ply.
No, that's 1-ply.
No. It's 2-ply. See?
Let's ask Dad.
Yeah, where is he when we meet him?
She said it! She said it! My pumpkin said she needs me!
And for quite the noble cause, might I add.
I think it was 2-ply. I think it was. I know my 2-ply. Now, Mike, you know about your 2-ply, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Mine's a 2-ply 4.
I like the 2-ply 4. Welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. I'm your host, Earl, along with Debbie. We got John and Mike on the phone line here with us tonight. We are saluting again Married with Children. Question of the night for everybody. I'm going to throw it out again. And you can call us at 330-673-2428 if you can answer this question. What was the high school that Al Bundy scored his famous 4 touchdowns in a single game for? If you know the answer, give us a call, 330-673-2428, and you will win a lovely prize to Golf for Two for 2 folks to go out and play 18 holes at Mulligan Springs Golf Course, 2205 Congress Lake Road in Suffield, Ohio. This is a pass for 2. You get 18 holes in the cart. It's a 9-hole course, yes, but you get to play it twice for 2 people.
You get double joy.
You get double the action. I like double the action.
I like playing with it twice.
Yeah, I like double the action. Now, John. John is usually John in the John. Now, John, you're an expert on toilet paper. Tell us. Most places you go, you find the 2-ply or the 1-ply?
Most of the public places 1-ply.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call that 1-ply. I'd call that half a ply.
That's like half-ply, yeah.
Because it's like paper thin, you can see through it.
It's like sandpaper. Have you tried? Here's the thing. Nothing worse than going to. Al Bundy, of course. He built his own bathroom in his garage. It was like his man cave bathroom. Now, that's my dream bath. I'll tell you what. I'd love to have my own bathroom. Just my own. That's a man's bathroom. You know what I mean? And Al did it. And now I'll tell you what. I bet he used 2-ply because the worst thing in the world is going out somewhere and you we got a call. Let's take a call.
KRMA Radio. Who is this?
Hi, this is Mark.
Mark!
Now, Mark, tell us, do you prefer 2-ply or 1-ply toilet paper?
Oh, man, I got to have 2-ply and I got to have 5 sheets. I've got a big ass.
Mark, this is funny. You know what Earl does?
What?
He uses 1 roll of toilet paper per sit-in when he takes a crap.
No flipping way.
Dead serious.
I like to make sure. I like to be clean.
I can buy a 4-pack of toilet paper and it's gone within an hour and a half.
I'll tell you what you do. This is how you condition yourself. Earl.
Okay, condition myself. Okay.
Yeah, you set yourself up with 1 piece of toilet paper. You place it on your hand. If your hand's really dry, you might want to lick your fingers first, just so the paper will stick. And then you wipe that 1 piece up across your ass. You know you're still dirty, but you throw it away, and then you take 2 and you do the same thing. See?
Uh-huh.
And that'll help you reduce the amount, because what it is you want, like nothing else in the whole world, to keep that doo-doo as far away from your fingers as you can.
I don't want it anywhere near. Now, see,
exactly.
Now, the one thing I told Deb, I've heard of people doing this.
Yeah.
Is people like to buy baby wipes now, and
God, no way.
You got those flushable wipes.
Those flushable wipes. Oh God, you know what? I'll tell you what. I've done it a couple times in places that you can actually go into these luxury places, and you can get these soft little baby wipes.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like it. I mean, you just get this nice, clean, see, I like to have everything
We use
clean.
them once in a while.
Yeah, I like that clean, refreshing feeling. You know?
My mom has a bidet.
Your mom has a bidet.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a really weird thing.
Have you ever tried it?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's like, oh,
It's fun if you're a girl.
This is so twisted. I'm sorry. You know, I can't. But you know what? I also did. I did a little history,
Okay.
a little research.
Okay.
And honest to God, we are one of the few societies that have toilets where you sit.
Yeah.
Most of the rest of the world squat
Mm-hmm.
over open holes.
Right.
And in India,
Mm-hmm.
I read a little anecdote from a reporter that went to India,
Mhm.
and they squatted over this thing, and when they looked down, they saw the snout of a pig.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
God.
I ain't lying to you, brother.
You know what? There's a lot of truth in this. You know, a natural position. Actually, they say it's actually more healthy for you to actually be in a squatting position because it's not the natural position for your body.
Right, because your spine is straight up and down, and your entrails or whatever you want to call them
They're
are right
all
there to
aligned.
go. You know, gravity helps.
Oh gosh.
It's good to have good proper butthole alignment. You know, what I mean,
Exactly.
And do you have a favorite episode from Married with Children?
Oh, you know what? All of them are great. I've been enjoying the whole show, and I'm getting all these memories back. What an amazing 80s show that was.
I love that show.
I loved it.
Yeah, I was just
and
gonna-
it was so stinking true.
Oh, yeah.
It was the beginning of the end of machismo in this country. Men have been reduced to slobbering dildos for women. You know, all we're good for is causing orgasms, and that's about it. We have no power whatsoever.
You're right. You know, and there's one truth constant with that show that I learned it's very true. Redheads give me heartburn. I'm just gonna say that.
Redheads gave me skin rashes. That's why.
Yes. That
Way
was
down
great.
there below, my brother.
Oh, that was great. I'm actually got tears in my eyes. I'm laughing so hard at that one. Wow. Oh my goodness, no. But I'll tell you what.
The things you get to hear and find out on some kind of radio
That's right.
show.
That's right.
That's why you never want to date on the internet.
That's right.
I married my date on the
So did I.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I've never been happier.
Earl and I met on. Earl and I knew each other back. He was my bowling babysitter, basically.
Bowling babysitter.
And
is
then
quite the truth.
I came back to Ohio when my mom died 13 years ago.
Right.
Went on Match.com. And
No plugging, okay?
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
sorry, you know what I mean. Sorry.
The dating site that people pay. Well, I got a free trial. I was cheap.
So did I.
I was a cheap ass. I'm not paying for that
But
stuff.
no, I went on.
I was looking for tail at the time. That's all.
I went on there and saw Earl's picture, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I know him.
You know what women say when they first look at you? I'm gonna do him. That's how they.
Oh really?
No, I ended
wonder
up.
how much he's got in his bank account.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure that's what they're thinking too.
I ended up. Then I started chatting back and forth with him, and then we ended up meeting, and we've been together ever since.
Yep.
Well,
I went on Yahoo because it was free back in the day.
Back in the day, that's right.
I had been devastated financially and otherwise by my third divorce. And
Sound like Hilljack Bob over here.
No, kind of like Johnny
I went into hiding
Carson.
for about a year. Honest to God,
Uh-huh.
I wanted nothing to do with nobody.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the hell? I hate going to theaters alone. I was
Mhm.
a perv. Especially with
The
my
next,
overcoat,
Jack the Ripper.
and my pants legs that are cut off at the knees. But so I thought
He could
this is not a good thing.
afford half the pants.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, it's like Ultra Commando, Uber Commando. So that,
Please just don't tell me something was hanging down below the knee.
Oh, I'm tired of the stares. I'm tired of the people looking. So I figured, okay, and I saw that Yahoo had no charge personals.
Right,
I
right.
took a really cool picture of me in my shorts when I was sitting, and my wife beat her shirt. And I was sitting on a lounge chair on Hilton Head Island, very casual, under a palm tree, very cool. And I put on there, I'm very honest, like, look, I'm not looking for sex, I'm looking for nothing. Just, I don't want to go to school, to movies alone because I look like a freak, and I wanted somebody to take out to dinner. And so I put it out there. And then my wife was out there. She's a network administrator, and she's there on her lunch break with her friend, going through these personals, laughing their asses off at us poor suckers.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw Earl's ad.
Yeah.
Oh,
and she said, "Yo, this guy's like really being kind of straight." So she emailed me. I emailed her back and forth for like 4 weeks. I have every email we ever sent to each other.
No kidding.
Every single one. Yep.
That's true love.
Printed them all out.
Learn
and just
from
kind
it,
of set
Earl.
them aside. Well, just in case I needed some criminal evidence.
Sure. Yeah, that way you get.
Just in case I end up dead.
Yeah,
I've been divorced 3 times. I was on top of my game.
Right.
But
he was
He learned from experience. No, probably part of it was because he had the shorts going on, and his Johnson was hanging out the end of the shorts.
Well,
probably.
yeah.
Right?
Well, that was Photoshop. But anyway.
It's amazing what you can do these days.
Damn, right. Whew. You know, Johnsonville Broad on steroids, baby.
Super fresh and super long.
Oh, wow.
Here, let me rake that yard for you, honey.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, so she had a picture of me. So after about 3 weeks of emails, I said, "Well, you know what I look like. I would like to see what you look like." So she sent me a picture of her with a parrot on her shoulder and some young studly guy kissing her on the cheek. I went, "Okay, I got to meet this chick." All right, yeah, baby. So we arranged to meet in the Wings Cafe in Stowe. I'm sitting there in my I'm all dressed up, looking nice and everything like that. And I got my Z28 out in the parking lot, you know, this, that, and the other. She walks in bib overalls with her one arm in a sling, and the other arm she's got all these photo albums full of her and her children. I was like,
nice.
Really?
Nice.
I took one look in her eyes.
Yeah.
I fell in love, and I've been in love with her ever since.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
I know you went through the same thing.
Oh yeah, well.
Well, put it this way.
It just drops you like a bad habit.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
we started talking. I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was.
Right.
And we started talking, and then finally, New Year's Eve of 2002.
She goes, I'm gonna do him.
No, be quiet. I surprised him and went up to where he worked, which is a local establishment.
Yeah.
And I asked the person at the counter, I said, "Hey," I'm like, "is Earl McCune here?" And they're like, "Yeah." They're like, "Squirrel, you got one hot chick here looking for you." Yeah. He comes walking up, black turtleneck, skin tight jeans, and I'll tell you right now, honestly, when me and Earl first met, I kid you not, I actually still have the picture. Earl looked identical to an actor. I can say his name. He's a public figure.
Fine.
Tom Cruise.
Oh, absolutely. I thought you were going to say you had an erection.
No.
Actually, I think she did.
But no, I looked.
Her testicles were erected. Let's just say that.
I took one look at him, and I'm like, "That's the man I'm going to marry."
Yep.
That ain't what you said. You're
exactly
like, I'm gonna do him.
No, and honestly, that night he asked me to go to his friend's house for a New Year's Eve party. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, what's?
It was New Year's Eve that night. It was actually New Year's Eve. Yes,
so
right.
we were playing games and stuff, and then we started playing Truth and Dare. And they go, "We dare you to kiss your girlfriend." He's like, "She's not my girlfriend yet, but I hope she will be." And I was barely legal, Mark. Literally, barely legal.
Barely.
I understand.
And so we ended up talking. I went back to his house that night. Yeah. Shut up, Earl. Put
it
this way. A month after we met at the local establishment.
Mhm. Yeah.
He came home drunk and asked me to marry him.
I came home drunk from the nudie bar.
It was the day after Super Bowl.
Yep, I remember that day.
That's true love, right there.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, when do you want to get married? I'm like, what? I'm like, seriously? I'm like, you haven't even told me you love me yet.
By the way, are you into oral?
No, I told her my name is Earl, not Oral.
Let's get down and go down, baby.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3,
that's how we
2,
do it.
1.
So look at this.
West Coast time.
Yeah, we bring in the West Coast time that way. I had a countdown
And I'm not like that.
from 12 to 0. That's what we went.
But no, and so we got engaged. We planned our wedding for August 16th of 2003. I ended up going to David's Bridal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, whatever.
But
Got a beautiful.
you know how
gown.
they end up having those sales and you can get dresses like super expensive. I got a $7,000 dress for $99. This thing had the 24 karat gold thread, Victorian, off the shoulder, gigantic cathedral train.
Nice.
It was
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I go to get a fit-in because I had to get the right shoes and everything. My dress won't zip up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? And of course, at this whole time, I'd been in and out of the hospital sick and everything. I was really sick at the time. And I'm not saying sick in the head. That was Earl.
Thank you.
But no, so...
Thank you very much.
And whenever you go to the doctors, especially being a female, they'll do, are you pregnant? Is there any chance? They'll do blood tests. They'll do this. They'll do that. Everything was coming back negative. So finally, the doctor goes, let's do an ultrasound. I'm like, what? What do you mean ultrasound? I'm like, am I dying? Yeah, turn around. He goes, ma'am. He's like, you're almost 3 months pregnant. I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? I'm like, can't be. I'm like,
well, I kept telling you, I felt my hand grabbing me.
He's like, you on the pill? I'm like, no, can't. I'm allergic to it. Well, you using protection? Yeah. I'm like, he's like, well, obviously didn't work. He goes, because you're pregnant. And then so
I told you, I felt a hand grabbing me.
This was the middle of April of 03. We had already had our wedding planned and everything. Turn around, August 16th of 03 comes around. We get married. I turned 19 that year in October. 3 weeks later, our son's born.
You use express delivery, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is, I told Earl, you can never forget how old our son is. It's the amount of time we've been married.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool.
But no, honestly, I definitely agree with you, Mark. It was one of those. It was definitely love at first sight.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You're done.
Well, and they say
You really
they
are.
on it.
You're done. You're old. You're done.
Yeah,
Bye.
not to plug anything, but they say that when you meet on the internet, that your marriages last 10 times longer than if you were to just randomly go out and meet somebody.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I mean, because you're throwing it all out there.
Yeah.
You're
throwing it all out there.
By the time you're at that point, you've been through the shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, no more games, no more nuts.
Yeah.
Here, here's me. You split yourself open, you fillet yourself like a trout.
Yeah, you're making yourself most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, believe me, I've met a couple of real interesting people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My sweetheart.
Yeah, and I've met you.
What?
You said I've met real interesting people. I said, yeah, I know, I've met you.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
But no, honestly, and it's like a lot of my high school friends that I went to high school with are either just now settling down and starting families, getting married, everything.
Sure.
Or they got married right around the time I did, or a little after.
And they're on their third
or fourth marriage. Or I had one friend, her marriage lasted 6 days.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
I'm
had
like,
one that lasted 6 months.
And she's
it took her that long to take everything I had.
Wow.
Yeah.
But and they
That
go
was
to
my
me.
third one.
they go to me, they're like, how have you managed to stay married for so long? I'm like, marriage is work. You have to work at it. It takes two people. And they're sitting there, and it's like every other, and the thing is, every other person is they're either one cheats on one, so the other one feels it's like, no. It's like, that's not how it works.
Hey, look, you know what? Marriage is acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Marriage is a union of two of the closest friends you'll ever have.
That's right.
I
Amen.
trust my life, and I owe my life, and I devote my life to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
She is everything to me. She is my reason to be here, and I'm not ashamed to tell anybody that.
Yep.
Oh, I totally agree. I'm right there with you with Earl.
We have been through amazing challenges that with anybody else would have totally devastated the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And I like I said, I was married 3 times before, but I was not mature enough in my loving self and my self-acceptance to really appreciate a relationship.
Right.
So it took those 3 and a massive amount of punishment to help me along the path of saying, you know what, man, you really haven't really devoted enough time to finding out who the screw you are and what the hell you need to do to change.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I totally agree.
I earned this girl.
Yeah.
Like they say, what doesn't break you makes you stronger.
Exactly right. No, you're
Yeah,
exactly
and people that sit there and say, oh, we have the perfect marriage, we never fight, we don't do this, we don't do that, to you bullcrap.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you don't have an argument once a week or bicker back and forth, I'll tell you right now, you don't have a marriage.
Oh, we bark at each other, but we always kiss goodnight.
Oh,
That's
exactly.
what me and
Deb and I
Earl,
are the same
we
way.
can fight, and I'll tell you right now, we never go to bed mad. No. I can't stay mad at him.
No, I know.
I'm too
Doesn't it
cute.
suck? Don't you wanna? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I love you, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. It's like I can be cussing him out 1 minute, 2 seconds later, it's like, you know what? What am I mad at you for?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep.
Stupid
But-
ass.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly
she says
what
that a lot.
I says that.
It's more like dumbass. Yeah, we should
But-
do something along those
No,
lines.
you're dip it.
No, yeah, that's
We
it.
both love Jeff Dunham. We have to watch Jeff Dunham at least once or twice a week, or we lose our sanity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I am Walter.
Well, and that's why we start. And that's another reason why
Oh,
we
so that's
started.
what, so that's why you had that. You were walking funny when I saw you last.
But yeah, that's why we like to do. That's why we like to do this radio show, because it's like it's our escape from reality, and it's just like weeks wound down.
It's my therapy
It's
for the
let's
week.
just have fun, let it all out, and like me and Earl will bicker. Like you can tell by our show, we banter back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But that's what makes it radio.
Back in the day, and I've got all the shows. I've got about probably 40 gigabytes of old radio shows. The Bickersons.
Oh, okay.
People. I mean, you have a very good show. You work very hard at it.
Thank you, sir.
You do. You can tell that you put a lot of effort into the pre-production, and it's fun to listen to. I love your show.
Thank you.
And I would like to see you go national. And I think you probably will. I think somebody real smart out there is going to go, wow, this is good stuff. Because it's so fucking lame out there, all the expression. And you've got a really good show.
Well, thank you, Mark. Much apappreciated.
Yeah,
and for
very
coming from
good.
you, it's a true compliment.
Oh yeah, definitely an honor.
I only did the effing thing because I've wanted to do that for so long. 35 years of radio. That's all.
You fired!
I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Naughty, 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 Marky Mark.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. Throw him to the ground.
I know exactly where you got that from, and I used to watch that show.
Python, you twit.
Oh my gosh.
You're not gonna pee yourself again, are you?
No, I'm gonna cry.
I'm telling you. Like Alistair was saying last week, Deb must now come to the show and put plastic in the chair.
I got my diaper on.
Or wear a diaper.
I got my diaper on.
Well, I'm going to go and bugger my wife.
Okay.
It's that time of night. I told her I've had her buggered before 10.
Okay,
Hey, just remember, old Mother Hubbard bent over and Rover took over.
Oh.
Give him a bone of his own. you now.
Hey, have fun.
All right,
hey,
Mark,
hey,
you have a wonderful
hey,
weekend.
Hey, Mark, and be careful. And if you're not, name it after me, okay?
Absolutely. Don't take it easy going home.
That's right.
Drive as fast as you can.
Bye, Mark.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I gotta
Mikey, you there?
Barely.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sorry.
You gotta love Mark Leland. Oh my God. God. We love you, Mark. Oh my God, that was great.
Wow, we're gonna get in so much trouble for that.
We are, but that's okay.
Mark, naughty, don't do it again.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I missed something.
Oh,
No.
you should have went in the other room and listened, Mike.
The
oh
F-bomb
my God.
got dropped.
Yeah. He farted. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
He farted out of his mouth. He had a mouthful. He had a mouthful of fart.
This is definitely going to be a playback that's going to be awesome.
Yes, no doubt.
But yeah, if you want to call in and chat with Earl, myself, Mike, or John, give us a call at KRMA Radio Live, 330-673-CHAT. That's 330-673-2428.
Yeah.
See, anyone can call in. You know what? We're not afraid to talk to you. You shouldn't be afraid to talk to us. We're just a bunch of goofballs sitting around having fun.
Mark was telling he was saying he was the puppet. I was wondering when because he came to the fest last week.
He was kind of walking.
He was walking a little bowed-legged.
Dipstick.
I was wondering. I was like, God, no wonder he must. That's why he had a hand up his ass. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean,
not while I'm drinking.
God, you take that thing all the way in your mouth like that? Jeez, Deb, that's amazing. Oh, she's deep throating a mountain beverage. That's all I'm going to say.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. I mean, that's like a 1.5 liter, and she.
No
Whoa.
wonder you married her.
Yeah, well, you know what? I can't stack up to that 1.5 liter bottle. I'm sorry,
Apparently not.
No, I mean.
No.
It reminds me of a story of a...
No,
not you. No.
Not the bowling pin.
Oh, yeah, the bowling pin.
No,
not
on the air.
No. I can say this. Our friend earlier who called in, Brian, he was, you and him were, we actually witnessed a girl one time, actually, with a bowling pin. That's all I'm going to say. Use your imagination. The front end of the bowling pin, it went into an area, and that's all I'm going to say. And the thing is, it fit. It fit perfectly. And all I know is Brian said, he goes, and this is what he said to her. He goes, babe, if you can take that bowling pin, I sure as hell can't do nothing for you. Because she took it to the neck of the pin. If you know what a bowling pin looks like, she took it to the neck of the pin, and it fit loosely. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. That's impressive, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Well, it's just a true story. Deb's
but that's inappropriate for the air.
Oh, gee, you think anything else hasn't been said on this show tonight?
That's a little bit graphical.
Well, I said it fit in an area. I didn't say where it went. I just said it fit into an area. That's all I'm saying. An area of the genitalia nature. That's all I'm going to say.
That could be any area.
That's right. If it went in the other end, I mean, I've had turds come out like that, but anyway, they look like Mike. That's all I'm going to say. Turds look like Mike.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, Deb, you all right, Deb? Deb's losing it.
She lost it a long time ago.
I lost it the day I met him.
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, that way. No, actually, you didn't. We talked about that before. You serviced many servicemen.
I did not. I've been with one man. I've been with one man, and I'm married to him.
Yeah, but you said you did other things with servicemen.
But my mouth, just because my mouth wasn't a virgin, doesn't mean the rest of me was.
Well, see, that's the thing. You served our country well.
I've never heard complaints from you.
Never heard compliments either.
Good night.
Oh my God, let's go to break. Was it time to go to the news? Is it time to go to the news? Well, it is now. Well, you're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show. We got 2 more hours of this craziness and mayhem going on. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the news and these lovely messages.
From Washington, This is VOA News. I'm David Byrd reporting on the historic day in which the U.S. flag was raised over the embassy in Cuba for the first time. Secretary of State John Kerry says a new Cuban-U.S. committee will begin talks next month on the full normalization of bilateral ties. At a joint news conference in Havana with Cuba's foreign minister, Kerry said the path toward fully normal relations will depend on lifting a trade embargo against Cuba that the United States imposed more than 50 years ago.
The reestablishment of diplomatic relations and the reopening of our embassies are critical steps in the long process of fully normalizing our bilateral relations.
Some U.S. lawmakers and prominent politicians have questioned the Obama administration's decision to move forward with engagement in the wake of human rights concerns. Eurozone finance ministers have approved the first $29 billion payment of a $93 billion bailout deal for Greece after the Greek parliament approved the package early Friday. The deal was agreed to after nearly 6 hours of meetings in Brussels. Valdis Dombrovskis is the European Commission Vice President.
We believe it's also a fair and balanced deal, and as the Commission has been advocating, the thread of the program is one of the fairness, addressing the major social challenges in Greece and safeguarding most vulnerable in the society.
Greece needs the money from international creditors by August 20th when it has to repay $3.5 billion in debt to the European Central Bank. The Eurozone decision also saved Greece from default on its debts and helped to avoid its exit from the single currency zone. This is VOA News. Reports from Libya's coastal city of Sirte say dozens of people have been killed in fighting there this week between Islamic State jihadists and rival gunmen. As Edward Uranian reports from Cairo, the latest clashes erupted when a Salafist Muslim group and armed residents attacked Islamic State fighters in Sirte.
Libyan TV reported Islamic State militants killed dozens of captives Friday after defeating fighters from a rival Salafi group which had rebelled. Islamic State took control of the group's Sector 3 district of Sirte before dawn. More than 50 other people were also reported killed in 4 days of fighting. Members of Libya's two rival governments protested Islamic State's brutal tactics. Acting Prime Minister Abdullah Thani, who leads the interim government in Tobruk, condemned the bloodshed in Sirte and appealed to Western nations to intervene. The military commander of the Islamist-supported government in Tripoli, Abdul Salam Jadallah Obeidi, insisted that his forces would fight Islamic State everywhere in Libya. Edward Uranian for VOA News, Cairo.
Chinese authorities are continuing their investigation into what caused two gigantic explosions at a warehouse in the port city of Tianjin earlier this week. Several small fires were still smoldering Friday at the site of the blasts, which occurred late Wednesday in a warehouse that stored dangerous chemicals. Officials say the death toll has risen to 56, including 21 firefighters. More than 700 people remain hospitalized, with 33 reported to be in serious condition. It is not known how many people are missing. There are widespread expectations that the death toll will continue to rise. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe expressed feelings of profound grief and sincere condolences to those who suffered and died from Japan's past military aggression. While making his highly anticipated public statement on the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II Friday, Mr. Abe said that Japan had inflicted immeasurable damage and suffering upon innocent people. He said that what has been done cannot be undone, but past mistakes should not be repeated. The Prime Minister upheld apologies made by his predecessors, but offered no new apology of his own. China and South Korea have repeatedly called upon Mr. Abe to directly address atrocities committed by the Japanese military during its occupation of much of Asia. And U.S. factory output rose at the strongest pace in 8 months during July, largely due to a surge in automobile production. The report is the latest in a series of mostly upbeat studies that increase the likelihood the U.S. Federal Reserve will raise interest rates next month. For more on these stories, please visit our website. I'm David Byrd in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
Hi everybody, Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, rocking the world on Karma Internet Radio. Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the Crazy Crew.
Oopsie.
Are all American girls as beautiful as you?
In their dreams.
Saturday night, my dear. Hey, Wednesday, I was talking to Kelly.
I passed math. French too, and I'm not even taking that. They have no respect for our hair. They only use it to pull us up, to pull us down. A job, me. God did not create this package to work.
But up in Washington, they're expecting more clouds. Right, Weather Bunny?
Right-o, Bill. Look, folks, it stays up there all by itself. It's here! It's here!
They're gone!
God, I feel great. I'm so glad I'm over with that cold. It was death.
How about this? The new Alante! What do you think? What do you think?
Daddy, I'm sweating cats and dogs. This pool sucks.
If you two are bored, let's have a little jacuzzi action. Hey, Peg.
Hi, Daddy.
Please take me with you.
A man has to love you for you, not for some costume. He has to love who you are inside. Oh, gosh. I am going to fight this with every breast in my body. I'm going to be late. I'm going to the All-Star game tonight. I don't need a ticket. I'm young, available, and I look like this.
Kelly, those shoes are so far out. They're trippy, they're groovy, they're uptight, out of sight.
What do you think? Look what they want me to wear in my next Verminator commercial.
Months out of the year to sit on a couch with a bowl of pretzels and a frosty cold one and watch baseball. Since that right has been violated and the owners and players have not been able to resolve their differences, we just simply decided to play the game ourselves.
How do I look? Do you really think that you can make this obsolete?
What's that funky smell? It smells like geezer.
You guys, I'm starting to get a little nervous about this pageant tomorrow. Oh, God. Thank God.
And we're back to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. It is now 10:15. I'm your host, Debbie McCune, along with Earl McCune and, oh man, Hilljack Bob again.
What the hell? What's wrong with me? I took a shower today and actually I took a bath in my pond, and the pond's great.
Why you got that fish smell? And then
There's no fish in my pond.
We are saluting Married with Children tonight
Yeah, Kelly Bundy's,
in honor of mine and Earl's 12-year anniversary coming up on Sunday. Man, hon,
12
that's hard.
whole years. That's right. 12 years.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun, but I haven't had enough fun in 12 years, so. That's funny. Oh, boy. Hey, real quick, we're going to read off the question of the night for you. You can call us and answer this at 330-673-2428. The high school that Al Bundy famously said he scored 4 touchdowns in one game. What's the name of the high school football team? Or the high school, actually. Just the whole... You don't have to name the team itself, but the high school that Al Bundy went to and played for. If you know the answer, give us a call, 330-673-2428, and you will win a... Can I finish reading this first? He's not done yet. Can I finish reading this? Stop that real quick. Stop that. We're gonna give
Jack did it.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you know the answer to this, we're gonna give you a pass for 2 people to play golf at Mulligan Springs. And Mulligan Springs is out at 2205 Congress Lake Road in Suffield, Ohio. This is a golf pass. 2 people to play 18 holes. You get a cart. It's a 9-hole course. You play it twice, but it's a beautiful little course. A lot of water. I suggest take extra balls. So get a chance. Call us. Win this prize. We'd love to give it to you.
You can call us live at 330-673-CHAT.
Now cue the Hill Jack.
That's
Yeah.
330-673-2428.
All right, now you can kill the Hill Jack. Or play from the beginning.
It is.
No, that's not the beginning of it. Start from the beginning. Because Hill Jack likes to do his little thing. Isn't that right, Hill Jack?
That's right, I like to do my own little thing. Can you start? Yeah, there we go. Hill Jack Bo's Top 10. That's right, I'm going to do my top 10. Oh, tonight's top 10. This is Hill Jack Bob's top 10. The top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Top 10 things that happened before and after marriage.
Basically, you're saying what life was like before and what life is after you get married.
That's right, Deb. And this top 10 brought to you today from the home office here at KRMA Internet Radio. Okay, number 10. Before, I can hardly believe we found each other. After, I can't believe I ended up with someone like you. I said that about my third wife. Number 9 in the top 10 things that happen before and after marriage. Before, you look so seductive in black. After, your clothes are so depressing, it makes me want to drink. I want to drink every day no matter what, so. Got the shine this week.
No shine, Hill Jack. No shine this week.
Oh, well. The hell? You need to have shine in this place. Okay, number 8 in the top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before, I love a woman with curves. Oh, that's so true too. After, I never said you were fat. You're voluptuous.
Yeah, I said that about Deb. I'll tell you, when Deb was younger, when she was younger, Deb used to have this butt on her. Oh my God, it just made you just want to grab it. You know what I mean? Just grab it. You know, now you just want to go.
I'm getting it back.
I will give you credit, Deb. You're getting it back. Hill Jack's blushing. All right, Hill Jack, back to you.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I like them big butts too. You like big butts?
Yeah, I've seen Frida.
Yeah. Frida's got a huge ass. She does. But I like it though.
Babu?
You know what? It's more cushion for the pushing. That's right. Okay, number 7 of the top 10 things that happen before and after marriage. Before, you say, you take my breath away. After, I feel like I'm suffocating.
That's my life with Earl every day.
Hey, what do you mean by that, Deb? Jeez.
I never get to sleep in anymore.
Oh my God.
I'm not appreciated.
Oh, you are appreciated.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You two stop it right now. Okay, number 6 here. The top 10 things happen before and after marriage. Before, is that all you're having? After, maybe you should have just a salad, okay, honey?
There's nothing wrong with salad. I could eat salad 24/7, 365.
I've actually been to your house. I've seen you eat salad, you know, and I've seen you toss it too. And those were cookies. So that's when you had a few too many drinks. I think was Frida.
I've only done that once.
Deb, you've done that more than once. I remember your birthday, your 21st birthday.
No, I didn't puke that day. I fell off the bar stool after an entire night of drinking.
Yeah, you did.
One drink knocked me off.
after about 38 others. So.
But you got to remember, too, the one night I went out with a couple of our friends, I was puking and cleaning it up at the same time.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Hilljack, true story.
I'm glad I wasn't there. Okay, on to number 5 in our countdown. The top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before Saturday Night Fever, overtime. After Monday Night Football and beer. Well, yeah, there's some truth to that. Lots of beer.
What I say about that? Well, I will say this. Bring on the beer.
Okay, on to number 4, the top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before, I've heard, now most of you would understand this one. Before, it's don't stop. After, don't start. That's a lot of truth in that. That's for sure.
Yeah, Hilljack, you're right. That is for sure.
Okay, on to number 3, the top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before, $60 for a dozen roses. After, $1.50 stem rose.
Man, I haven't even had one rose.
Now, bull crap. I bought. Whoa! Don't give me that crap, honey.
Wait a minute. What have you guys been talking? Wait a minute. Girl, you never bought her flowers?
We've been together almost 13, married 12 on Sunday. You've only bought me flowers one time, and that was for my 20th birthday.
We're going to take a quick call.
KRMA Radio, you're live on the air. Who do we have?
Hey, it's Nigel. How are you?
Oh my God. It's Nigel. Hey, Nigel. Hey, Nigel. Hold on a minute. Hold on, Nigel. I'm doing the top 10 right now, and I just read off number 3 here. Of before is you buy $60 for a dozen roses, and after marriage it's $1.50 stem rose. Now you've been married at least 2 or 3 times, right, Nigel?
At least. It was a rough year.
It was a rough year for you, I heard. Okay. Well, what happened to the music?
I couldn't hear Nigel.
Oh, can you turn that down?
I had it muted.
Oh, well, okay. On to number 2 in our countdown, the top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before, Victoria's Secret. After, Fruit of the Loom granny panties.
Oh, yes. I've got a pair on right now.
On your head, I bet, huh?
Oh, yeah. There's skid marks on my neck.
That's pretty good. Okay. And the number 1 in our countdown, the top 10 things that happened before and after marriage. Before, it's once upon a time. And then after, the end, never again.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
It is wonderful, isn't it? Well, this is Hilljack Bob, and you've been listening to Hilljack Bob's Top 10 here in some kind of radio show.
Get out of here.
I'm going to turn it back over to Debbie and Earl.
Why?
Dang, Hilljack!
Yeah, Hilljack just
he took his fishy pond bath.
Thank God. Yeah, I'll tell you what. He has this damn donkey outside. I don't know what that's about, but it's not pretty.
I do, but I'm not telling.
Oh, there it is again. See? Hear that donkey? Oh my God.
It's like a Calgon commercials you had back in the U.S.
Yeah, right.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Yeah, ancient Chinese secret, all right. Yeah. I wouldn't want that secret. It's a secret you don't want to know ever. Oh, and speaking of secrets you don't want to know, we have John calling back in on the hotline here. I'm going to re-add him back in.
Man, Hilljack brought his farm tonight.
Yeah, he brought the whole farm with him tonight. Hey, John, we just did the top 10 with Hilljack, and he just left, thank God. I'll tell you what, it was pretty bad, and he had a hell of a top 10. I will give Hilljack credit tonight. He put together one hell of a top 10 from the home office here at KRMA.
He just couldn't spell voluptuous.
He couldn't say voluptuous really good at all.
Nor could he spell it.
He couldn't spell it. He couldn't say it. I don't know what was going on with that, but Well, you know, the thing with Hilljack, it's amazing he could read that. That was the most amazing and special part of the whole top 10 tonight. But hey, tonight we are saluting Married with Children, the 11-year series that started it all off on Fox. You know, one of my favorite shows of all time. I'll tell you what. Peg Bundy always gave me a really happy, chubby, you know. I mean, how about you guys?
Yes, she did. She was quite voluptuous.
Yes.
Why would Al wouldn't want to spank that every day?
Yeah, and you know, I think Al spanked it in the bath. You know, you ever notice in that show? You know, he always went. He built his own custom bathroom in the garage, and always had his hand down. Always had his hand in his pants, and you just think Al was he was really going to go spank the monkey and not really take a drop of deuce? Is that speculation?
Well, he did carry that briefcase full of nudie magazines.
He always had the nudie magazine. Well, he always went to the bathroom with the. I'm wondering. He always had he always had the newspaper in there. I think it had a nudie magazine in there. What do you guys think?
I think it had a secret picture of Peg. No, secret picture of Marcy.
Oh God!
Oh
God! I just threw up in my mouth.
Now, I always thought Marcy was pretty.
You would, wouldn't you?
Oh yes,
that's because he's like Mike. He has no shame.
Actually,
she liked women.
I figured you would be the guy who would like Jefferson.
He dated Jefferson. What are you talking about?
How do you think I got the inspiration for Spunk the Monkey?
Oh, geez.
And here's a little clip of Nigel's song.
Nigel, that sounded just like you.
It's dead silent.
His monkey was calling for help. Help me! No! Don't let him do that! Help me! Help me! That's inappropriate! No!
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, anyhow, okay.
Any Hoosers.
Any Hoosers, yeah, any Hoosers. Yeah, so...
what's up with Russian bell riding Chokey?
Yeah, I don't know. You did that.
He's blindfolded. You did it. You put the Russian hat on him.
Poor Chokey.
You know what they say what happens when you're Russian?
What happens when
you
you're
always
Russian?
make mistakes.
Oh, wow.
And they end up Mikey and Nigel.
Oh, it was that's a pair. That was so not cool.
Well, you realize one's the poster child for pedophiles, the other one's the poster child for birth control. When you put them together, man, that's one ugly-looking baby.
Yeah, that's one thing. You know, you know the old thing that they used to do on Conan O'Brien. No, Conan O'Brien used to do this thing where I don't know if he still does it, because I haven't really watched this show in years, but I think he used to do like what celebrity couples' babies would look like. Oh, you remember that? Remember that? Imagine if Mikey and Nigel were somehow to magically have a baby. What would that baby look like?
Debbie.
Pretty darn ugly.
It looked like he said Debbie.
You wish you were
I
this
think
good
Mike
looking.
would agree with me on that one.
Oh, boy.
Mike. John, be quiet.
Now, imagine if... Now, here's one for you.
Nigel, Mikey, and John.
No. Well, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you can. You can take a little bit of DNA from everyone.
What is it like? What is this like?
Test tube baby.
No. Oh, we got another call.
KRMA Radio, you're live on the air. Who do we have tonight?
Hey, is this some kind of radio show?
It is.
Oh, you guys are doing a great job tonight. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And who do we have?
You got, if I say my name, you'd know me.
I know this voice.
We can't call him out. We're not allowed to.
I know this voice.
I know it too.
I know this voice.
Can I say Hooters?
Hooter?
It's not who I thought it was.
What do you mean Hooter?
I know exactly who it is. Think West Coast. Think actor.
Yep.
Think famous meat. Think about spanking meat.
That's why I'm getting all giddy now.
It is.
It's my buddy. It's Mr. Froman.
It's Abe. It's not Abe, but...
Is this Mr. Froman?
No, this is not Mr. Froman.
Who is it then?
This is let's put it this way. It's your favorite baseball scout.
Oh, it's even better.
Hi, Mr. Bob.
Hi, Bob.
How you doing, guy? Yeah, I've been listening to the show. Great show.
Oh my God! You know what?
Get the Hooter joke.
He actually, you know, what it sounded like. It actually did sound like Mr. Froman.
But it also sounds like Ruffner.
You know what? No, he did one hell of an impression of Mr. Froman.
Oh, we were actually just getting ready to give a message on congratulating you and the family on your daughter's nuptials tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I just left the rehearsal dinner, and we decided, me and my future son-in-law and a couple of the other ones, and we decided to stop at this a little watering hole down there.
Oh no, they're pulling an Earl.
Oh no, they're pulling me.
Oh Lord!
Don't lose the wedding rings in the morning.
I've been listening to you guys, and I just thought, hey, I'm going to give you guys a call.
Oh well, thank you. You know what? It's pretty bad. You can't. I've known the guy 15 years or so, and I couldn't recognize his voice.
He
on the phone.
honestly at first I thought it was Mr. Ruffner, and then you're like, think West Coast. I'm like, oh, it's Troy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Troy. Oh my God!
Well, like I said, I just called and said, hey, good show tonight, guys. I love it.
Thanks. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Maybe next week I'll be able to sit in with you guys.
That'd be great.
We'd love to.
Always welcome. Always.
All right, and you have a wonderful night, and tell your daughter and son-in-law we say congratulations.
Will do, and I'll talk with you guys later.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
I can't believe.
I swear to God, I thought it was him.
I thought it was Ruffner at first.
No, I thought it was West Coast. I thought it was him. Wow, I'll tell you, that's how bad.
He had a pretty good.
The voice. We're all lost tonight. The voice. That we're all lost. Wow, but you know what? If he, I'm pretty sure, and he does listen. If you're listening, hi. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take another break here on Some Kind of Radio Show. More salutes here to Married with Children. We'll be right back after these messages.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
Hi everybody, Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, rocking the world on Karma Internet Radio, Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost Twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the Crazy Crew.
Mom, I've got some great news. I've been selected one of 5 Chicago area students to go to the White House and meet the president.
Peg, did you hear that? My boy's going to meet the president.
All I need for the trip is $100.
$100? So for $100 we can get the president to come here. What the hell? Peg, give me my checkbook.
You guys, I have great news. I have a chance to
to be Miss Weenie Tot. And if I win, I get a year's supply of Weenie Tots.
Oh, Ray.
All I need is $100 for a new dress to impress the judges.
Well, can't have the pathetic dreams, Kel, because I got Dad's last 100 right here to meet the president.
Can it be true? My little girl, the symbol of this country's superiority in chemically treated food? And bringing home those little weenies to dear old Dad.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Guess what?
The Weenie Tots are here!
This is the greatest day in the history of the Bundys. Son, here, no one can look glum with a Weenie Tot on their tongue.
Oh, look, Al. Weenie Tots is running a new scratch and sniff sweepstakes. If your cart smells like a weenie, you win $50,000. Let's open them all up and see if we won.
Peg, no! Read the label.
Do not expose Weenie Tots to air. Will accelerate disintegration process. Enjoy. I don't know if we won.
Well, I can tell you that. We're Bundys. We didn't. Oh, no! Woman, what have you done? My tots! My tots! My weenies have been exposed! You disintegrated my tots!
Al, we didn't win!
Look what you've done to my tots!
Well, there's one box left. I may as well open it. Oh, my God!
What?
We won!
$50,000?
We won!
No! Peg! Where do you want to go?
Hawaii!
Okay, then I shall go to Europe. I love you. Goodbye, son.
Goodbye, loving parents. Oh! By the way, here's a little something to chat about on the way back from the airport. You can't win. You're ineligible because your micro-brain daughter is now a Weenie Tot employee.
Is he right, Al?
I'm afraid he is, Peg.
Oh, what to do, what to do.
What we need is a dupe. Someone dishonest enough to cash this ticket for us, yet honest enough not to run off with the money.
As Miss Weenie Tot, I am pleased to present this check for $50,000 to Mr. Jefferson Darcy, a man that I have never ever met before. And I might add, does not live next door to me and has no prearranged plans to split the money with anyone in my family. So, what do you plan to do with my daddy's money, Mr. Darcy? Hi, Daddy. Leave Town A. The jig is up, say.
Gee, Al, maybe I made a mistake in letting Kelly in on the plans. Well, honey, at least it's over.
Oh, no, Peg, it's not over. What's for dinner tonight in the Slammer, guys?
Same thing every night. Weenie Tots.
Book me.
Marriage, love, oh my God, I love that show.
Go together like a horse and carriage.
You gotta love Kelly Bundy.
I tell you, honey, I can't have me without you.
Don't blow the song. You butchered the song so bad. Plus, you thought Bob was somebody else.
You said Troy first.
Oh, I know he's listening. Hi, buddy.
Durr, my name Earl Durr.
Earl, did you happen to get my picture that I shared for you?
No, I have not looked at my stuff yet.
You really need to look at it.
I'm afraid.
No, it's actually very funny.
I'll look at it here in a little bit.
It's me, Mike.
No, it's on Facebook. I haven't got a chance to look at it yet.
Picture of John naked with a sash that says Happy New Year.
Oh, so you are the New Year's baby. Oh, I always knew it. I always knew you looked familiar,
That
John.
explains why there's the Isle of Lost.
Oh, wow.
Island of Years Forgotten.
wow. You know you're getting tired when your eyes are burning. Oh my, no, wait a minute, that's just the smell of Hell Jacket was in here. Oh my God. He brought that damn mule or donkey in here, and it has this very pungent odor. It actually is making my eyes water and burn right now. Oh wow. Oh man. Holy crap-lolies.
My eyes are burning too.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, hey, welcome back to the show. We got about an hour and 20 left here until the midnight hour. Yep. What do we got left here, Deb? What's going on here? This
I don't know. Fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, we're going to fly by the seat of our pants. And again, if I'm going to throw out the question of the evening is, if you know the answer to this, call us 330-673-2428, and you can win a lovely prize. And the prize is golf for two people.
A date with Earl.
No dates with me. A lovely prize. Yeah. Anyhow, if this prize is if you win a golf for two people to go to Mulligan Springs, lovely Mulligan Springs in Suffield, Ohio. Golf passes for two for 18 holes in a cart. Mulligan Springs, Suffield, Ohio. Answer this question. What high school did Al Bundy score his 4 touchdowns in one game for? If you know the answer, call us 330-673-2428. If you know the answer, call me. I'll give you the prize. So, hey, what's going on, gentlemen, in the... John and the John. I want
John and John.
John
not the John tonight.
Well, you need to be in John because that's when you're funny.
Yeah, we won't go there. Anyways,
I heard some stories about. I've heard stories about you.
We got a Married with Children trivia.
We do have Married with. Okay, now don't give the one. Okay. Don't give away the question.
First question: when the aliens came to visit Al, what of his do they take as fuel for their ship? A, his Dodge, B, his socks, C, his shoes, D, his money.
His shoes, I believe. No, wait, socks.
Correct.
His socks, that's right, because his socks were supposedly so pungent, the odor of his feet were so bad.
Number 2, mm-hmm. Who was Al's partner in the shoe store in the first season?
Oh, in the first season? There was somebody actually there with him in the first season? I never knew there was.
Mm-hmm.
I know Griff was later on, but I don't know who was in the first season. I don't remember that. So it was the Griff was the big guy in the did it from after.
Yeah, wasn't it Gary himself?
No, Gary was actually a lady. Gary was revealed to be a woman. First they said it was a man early on, then suddenly Gary became some redheaded lady, if I remember right. Because it was like, oh yeah, she was all woman. You know, he sold women's shoes. That's all he sold was women's shoes. What's the answer, Deb?
Hold on, the thing froze.
I hate when my thing froze up too one day. Then you know what happened? Yeah.
Okay. Question. Okay.
Yep.
Here's the options: Luke, Griff, Steve, or Dexter.
Well, it wasn't. Griff was not in the first season.
Right.
Okay. Dexter?
Is that who you think it
is?
I
think it was Dexter.
All right. What state is...
Whoa. You're going to give the answer?
It will at the end.
No. At the end?
This one, it gives it at the end.
Oh, God.
It's got to see how smart you are.
Oh, this is to see how smart we are. How many questions are there?
10.
10, okay.
Okay, number 3. What state is Wanker County located?
Wanker County. It's not Wonker. Wanker.
Wanker. I don't want you wanking her.
No, that was the name of it. Wanker was, I think it was West Virginia.
Options: Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa.
Wisconsin.
Illinois. Yeah, Illinois.
All right, fine. We'll go with Illinois.
Okay, what kind of car does Al's friend Griff drive? Dodge, Geo, Plymouth, or Saab?
Plymouth.
John, what do you think?
I agree with the Plymouth.
Mikey.
Saab.
Okay.
Saab, yeah.
This one doesn't answer it. Because the question, you said what high school, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what college does Bud attend? Harvard, University of Illinois, MIT, or Trumaine University?
Trumaine University. I remember that one very well.
Okay, yeah. Al works at Gary's Shoes and Accessories for Today's Women in what mall? New Market Mall, Chicago Mall, Lakeside Mall, Downtown Mall.
New Market Mall.
John?
Right.
It's on for that one to go out.
New Market Mall.
Yep, New Market Mall.
Number 7. What street do the Bundys live on? Polk Drive, Main Street, Jeopardy Lane, or Hauser Street?
Hauser Street.
Hauser Street.
Okay, 8. Where does Marcy work?
The bank.
Whoa.
Whoa, the lights are going out in here. I literally,
Hey, but
both lights above our head just went
But
dim.
what bank? Kyoto National Bank, Cook County Savings Bank, First Bank of Chicago, or she doesn't work?
Kyoto Bank, I think. It was some Japanese bank, if I remember right.
John?
The Japanese bank, that's right. Yeah, the Japanese bank.
Mikey?
Yes.
Okay, what is the name of the supermarket where Al, Peg, Jefferson, and Marcy have a shopping spree? A. Goodies, B. Foodies, C. Stop and Shop, or D. The Food Mart?
Food Mart.
Food Mart.
Food
You
Mart.
might want to leave them a note on this stuff.
10. In a football...
Uh-huh.
Okay. In the football game, to
Yep.
decide the one and only true undefeated team from their high school days,
Mhm.
who did Al and his blank teammates play? I'm not saying the name of his team.
You're right.
A. Jackie Onassis High.
Uh-huh.
C. John F. Kennedy High.
Mhm.
D. George Washington High. Well, C, I mean. Or D. Franklin Roosevelt High.
Franklin Roosevelt High, I'm going to say.
Mikey?
Yeah.
John?
I'm going to agree with the other two.
All right.
All right. Let's see how many you got right.
How did we do?
Okay, one you got right. His socks.
Yep.
Al's first partner, which you should have known this, was Luke.
Luke. Okay, I didn't know.
Correct answer, Wisconsin. Earl was right. You boys were wrong.
Aha!
Peg's family comes from fictitious Wonker County.
Wanker County.
Whatever.
It's not Wonker, Wanker.
Okay, what kind of car does
Wonker's a
Al's
Wonker
friend
too.
Jiff drive?
Huh?
You guys said Plymouth. He drives a Geo.
Geo.
Okay. Number 5, the college, Tremaine University, correct.
Yep.
Shoe stores, Newmarket, correct.
Yep.
What street do the Bundys live on? You guys said Hauser Street. Jeopardy Lane.
Jeopardy Lane. Okay.
You guys got, where does Marcy work? Kyoto National Bank.
Mm-hmm.
You said, what is the name of the supermarket where Al, Peg, Jefferson, and Marcy have a shopping spree? You said the Food Mart. Foodies.
Foodies. Oh,
Al and
okay.
Peg defeat Jefferson and Marcy in the shopping spree.
That's right.
Okay. In the football game, to decide the only true undefeated team from their high school days, who did Al and his blank teammates play?
Right.
You guys said Franklin Roosevelt High. It's Jackie Onassis High.
Oh, really? Okay.
You have scored a total of 60 fun trivia points. You need... Yep.
We sucked.
Yeah.
we sucked at our trivia, but I do know the answer to the trivia question that I'm throwing out tonight. So, aha.
Yeah, I have the answer too.
Yeah, I know you do. So, how did we do, Deb? How did we rank? What did it say?
You ranked in the 50 percentile.
We suck. Guys, we suck.
No, actually, you guys were in the 90 percentile.
Actually, were we? So
yeah,
we,
you only got 3 questions wrong.
Oh, well, we did pretty good then, guys. Hey, we did pretty good.
Yeah, how about
Yay.
Go us. I'm getting
Yay.
bit by mosquitoes in here. I kid you not.
Yeah, and we have no lights. The lights went out.
And the lights went out. You need to leave a note.
Kind of reminds us of the other night.
You need to leave a note.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Yeah, well, we need to leave a
All
note.
right, here's some fun facts about Married with Children.
Yes.
Can't even see the clock.
I'm gonna
now.
turn the hey when
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see.
You can't now. Come on, you gotta say something. Don't just sit
Okay,
there and
in
have
the
dead
opening
air.
sequence, the shot of the cars on the interstate interchange is a part of scene from National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yep.
The Griswold's green and brown Ford Crown Victoria station wagon is clearly visible on the road.
Yep.
And then it says, in the last episode aired on May 6th, 1997, you tried saying 98. On Fox TV, after that episode aired, Fox was trying to decide whether to renew the show or not. When they decided to cancel it, they didn't notify the cast. Ed O'Neill said he was on vacation, and a couple staying near him read about the cancellation in the newspaper and told him about it. He bought them a meal in appreciation. In a similar vein, Christina Applegate learned of the show's cancellation from 2 of her friends.
You know, after 11 years and the ratings they got, I mean, what a hell of a way to say, hey, by the way, we're done with you. I mean, not even tell it. All those people don't even tell you, hey, we're done.
Oh, did you know this?
Crappy.
The name of Marcy A. Darcy is a play on executive producer of what 1980s show?
Oh, what executive producer? Don't know.
The Cosby Show.
Okay.
Marcy Carsey, the working title for Married with Children, was not the Cosbys.
Right. That's right. I remember that now.
Yeah. Was the longest running show to ever win an Emmy.
And what? Win an enemy? They won an enemy
until Baywatch in 1989.
They had enemas on that show, I think. live and in style.
You want to
enemas.
know this one?
Yeah.
The Bundy and Rhodes families were named after what pro wrestlers?
King Kong Bundy and Dusty Rhodes.
Yep. Contrary to popular lore, the Bundys were not named after serial killer
Ted Bundy.
Yep.
That's right.
Right.
Also, what else? What other
God rest both of their souls, too.
What other interesting...
Okay, the roles of Al and Peg Bundy were first offered to which 2 actors?
Now that I don't know.
Sam Kinison and Roseanne Barr.
Oh, God. Could you imagine Sam Kinison and... Could you imagine how loud that house would be?
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
Could you imagine how ugly them kids would be?
Oh.
That's another one of those... Imagine, like I said, if John and Mike had a child together, that'd be kind of like what they would look like.
In one episode...
no thanks.
In one episode where Kelly works at TV Land,
right,
a bunch of kids come up to Jefferson Darcy and asks him for his autograph, and he makes a reference to what show?
Either Happy Days or Love Boat, because he was on both of those.
Happy Days was first, and the kids ask him if he was also in...
The Love Boat.
Which he denies. McGinley actually was in Happy Days as Roger Phillips and The Love Boat as Ashley Covington Evans.
Right. That's right. And also, Ted McGinley was also in a great movie, Revenge of the Nerds, and he played Stan Gable in that movie.
Okay, here we go. Al's Mighty Dodge is actually a what year and what make?
Was a 60... 70 is in the 70s. What? 72 Dodge? Was it 72?
72 Plymouth Duster.
I was close, yeah. 72 Duster.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
You know what No Ma'am actually stands for?
Oh, I
can't remember.
National Organization Against Masterhood of Amazonian Women or something
National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
Masterhood.
What was Al's favorite show Al's favorite show is the fictional western what?
Hondo.
No.
Oh yeah, I know you liked Hondo though.
Psycho Dad.
Psycho Dad. That's right. He liked that show, but he also loved Hondo. I know he loved Hondo.
And did you know this? Kelly's birthday in the show was November 25th, 1971, which also happened to be Christina Applegate's real birthday.
Oh, no kidding.
That's right.
Wow.
Great year to be born.
Yeah. Let's see.
What else is there, Debster? Debster reading about the duster.
Peggy's maiden name was Wanker. And her relatives live in fictional Wanker County.
That's right.
Wisconsin. Wanker is British slang for...
Wiener.
No.
Idiot.
No, Mikey ought to know this one. He loves to do it.
Masturbation.
Masturbator.
Hey, Mike.
What? I'm sorry, I was masturbating.
He was playing...
Oh, he's letting one out. No, I'm just kidding. No.
You're the guy with the teeny wanker, aren't you?
I'm going for my record. I was shaking it 87,414 times.
Al's favorite reading material was the Playboy-type magazine called
Biggins. That's right.
At different points in the series, Griff can be seen reading a similar magazine in the series called Black beginnings.
Black beginnings. That's right.
And during a scene in Cuba, Fidel Castro can be seen reading another similar called Cubans. They play on the word Cubans.
Right. Cubans. That's right. I remember that too. What else you got
What
there?
was Jefferson's middle name?
Oh my God. Jefferson.
I'll give you a hint. His middle name
Yeah.
is also named for another character from a movie. Trying to think. 1980s show.
1980s show. Give me a hint.
Starts with an M.
Well, that doesn't help. Guys, Mork and Mindy, that what you're thinking about? Another 80s show. What? Give me
His
a
middle
hint.
name is Milhouse.
Millhouse. Oh, Millhouse. Oh, that's right. Okay, you're thinking of The Simpsons. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's right. Because on Fox. That's right. I should have thought of that. It's a Fox network. That's right. Okay. What else you got there, Deb? You got anything else interesting? Got any facts or any like goofs or anything like that?
Let me pull those up real quick.
She's gonna pull something up real quick. We got about 5 minutes before we go to break here. So
If we go a little late, fine.
no, we got to play the national news.
Yeah.
Can't go late. Gotta do the news. We got a timeline to follow. Da 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 da. What else? What else you got there, Deb?
I'm pulling them.
She's pulling something. Deb's wanking it, guys. She's wanking it. She's wanking her teeny wankers.
Yay.
Yeah.
There's no goofs for it.
No goose for it. Any other interesting trivia?
No.
How about like anything about how big Peg Bundy's boobs were or something like that? I mean, we should know about that, right? Yeah. Anyway, hey, again, we are doing a salute here to some kind of racial salute. We are doing a salute to. Well, I'm tired, but that's okay. We're doing a salute tonight to Married with Children. We got some more clips coming up here in the last hour. Plus, we got
Okay, what was Steve's middle name?
Steve's middle name, Wiener. I don't know what Steve's middle name was.
Bartholomew.
I never knew that. Well, Steve was the first husband of Marcy. And is there anything on that, why he actually left the show? That's right. You know why he left the show? The guy that actually played Steve? I do know some trivia on that. The guy that played Steve was actually a serious actor. He was a stage actor who liked to do stage acting. He was big into doing plays and things like that, and he wanted to get back into that type of acting because he did not like the comedy that he was on. He did not like doing television comedy acting, but he took the job because it obviously paid money.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
The sign in the shoe store was supposed to say Visa. What did it actually say?
Vista.
All right, and here's a trivia about Buck the dog.
Okay.
Buck the dog was on the show from the day it began until the 10th season.
Right.
When he was given a retirement by the producers, Buck then died on May 25th, 1996 at the age of 13.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay, so so Buck died after the year after they went. When did the series go off?
A year later.
A year later, okay. Well, I didn't know that. But they killed Buck off, and they got that other little, whatever they named that dog, Lucky, right? Or Lucky,
yeah. Lucky, Bucky, Tucky, whatever.
Yeah, they named him Lucky.
All
That
we
little.
know was it was Yucky.
Yeah. that second dog's. And you know what they did with that dog too? It was funny. They reincarnated Buck into Lucky. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The
voice and everything.
They reincarnated him. Yeah, because he was like, oh no, I end up with the same family again. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that. How much time we got till break there, Debster?
10 seconds.
About 10 seconds. Okay, we got a break coming up. So yeah,
You guys enjoy yourself. I'm going to jump off here
and play with himself. All right. Well, hey, we're listening to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio. We got an hour to go. Stay tuned. More Married with Children stuff in the news. Stay tuned.
From Washington, this is VOA News. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says talks will begin next month on the full normalization of bilateral ties between the United States and Cuba. At a joint news conference in Havana with Cuba's foreign minister, Kerry said the path toward fully normal relations will depend on lifting the trade embargo against Cuba that the United States imposed more than 50 years ago. His statement came after a ceremony in which the U.S. flag was raised over the embassy in Havana for the first time in 54 years.
I'm confident also that today is going to be the beginning of an opportunity for Cuban diplomats in Washington, D.C., and American diplomats in Havana to be able to engage more openly with the people who make up both of our countries.
A Cuban-American human rights group advocate in Washington said that the U.S. move to normalize relations with Havana might be a setback for Cuban dissidents. Some U.S. lawmakers and prominent politicians have also questioned the Obama administration's decision to move forward with engagement in spite of human rights concerns. Reports from Libya's coastal city of Sirte say dozens of people have been killed in fighting there this week between Islamic State jihadists and rival gunmen. The latest clashes erupted when a Salafist Muslim group and armed residents attacked Islamic State fighters in Sirte, accusing them of killing a prominent local preacher. Libya is split between two governments supported by armed troops fighting each other. The internationally recognized government is based in Tobruk. An Islamist-backed government rules from the capital Tripoli. This is VOA News. Eurozone finance ministers have approved the first $29 billion payment of a $93 billion bailout deal for Greece after the Greek parliament approved the package early Friday. The deal was agreed to after nearly 6 hours of meetings in Brussels. Euclid Sakalatos is Greece's finance minister.
Any deal is only as good as what you make of it. So let's hope that the Greek people will be able to make the best of this deal, to make the best of the reforms and the ability to reform, and will mitigate any negative consequences that surely exist within it.
Greece needs the money from international creditors by August 20th, when it must repay about $3.5 billion in debt to the European Central Bank. The Eurozone decision also saved Greece from default on its debts and helped to avoid its exit from the single currency Eurozone. Chinese authorities continue to investigate what caused two gigantic explosions at a warehouse in the coastal city of Tianjin earlier this week. Small fires were still smoldering early Friday at the site of the blasts, which occurred late Wednesday in a warehouse that was storing dangerous chemicals. Officials say the death toll from the explosions has risen to 56, including 21 firefighters. More than 700 people remain hospitalized. 33 are reported to be in serious condition. Meanwhile, the official Xinhua news agency reports a team of 217 military, nuclear, and biochemical specialists and a group from the International Atomic Energy Agency's Beijing office have been dispatched to the area. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe expressed feelings of profound grief and sincere condolences to those who suffered and died from Japan's past military aggression on Friday. While making his highly anticipated public statement on the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II, Mr. Abe said Japan had inflicted immeasurable damage and suffering upon innocent people. He did say that what has been done cannot be undone, but past mistakes should not be repeated. The Prime Minister upheld apologies made by his predecessors, but he offered no new apology of his own. China and South Korea have repeatedly called on Mr. Abe to directly address atrocities committed by the Japanese military during its occupation of much of Asia in the 1940s. U.S. factory output rose at the strongest pace in 8 months during July, largely due to a surge in auto production. The U.S. Central Bank report is the latest in a series of mostly upbeat studies that increase the likelihood that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates in September. Economists say eventually the recovering U.S. economy will no longer need lower rates. I'm David Byrd.
That's the latest world news from VOA.
The views and opinions expressed on KRMARadio.com are those of the hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of KRMARadio.com, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows found on KRMARadio.com can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Thank you.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight. You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the crazy crew.
But honey, for Daddy's ego, try not to bring home more money than he does. So I'd say try returning pop bottles. Let's stop at 10. They're 2 cents a piece, you know.
Oh, gee, Your Honor. I don't know where that shotgun came from. Oh, look, Dad, I'm sitting on my own Ferguson. Just like you always knew I would.
Remember this at the trial, kids.
What a surprise. Thank you. Not even this, huh? What is it? Is Oprah right? Are you a big fat woman? Dr. Shue?
It's the doorbell, Al.
Well, get it, Peg. I'm on the phone. Dr. Shue?
The government should be paying us. I mean, if he's not disabled, who is?
Fry cook? Dad makes less than a newspaper boy. A street mime.
The guy who scrapes dead animals off the highway.
Finished.
Yes!
Oh, I think they did it. And in only 15 minutes.
Peg! We've opened the box! All know what that means.
Get out of the ring, Al! Run! Run!
I can't move my legs! Someone shoot me!
She's setting him up for the big tsunami, but she'd better hurry. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and it's over. He's done it. He's lasted 3 minutes. But I don't think that matters to Big Bad Mama. Once she's moving, there's no stopping her.
Good night.
Daddy, would you like to try to drink some more of these peas?
Try to separate.
Oh my God, poor Al Bundy. Story of my life. Welcome back to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Internet Radio. Hey, we got a trivia question of the night here. If anyone would like to try to win it, here we go. The high school where Al Bundy attended, that he scored the 4 touchdowns in his famous 4 touchdown in one game. What was the high school? If you can name the high school, give us a call, 330-673-2428, and win some passes to play golf at Mulligan Springs Golf Course in beautiful Suffield, Ohio. 18 holes and a cart for 2 people. That's a 9-hole course. You play it twice. You also get the cart and a heck of a good time.
Not many guys can say they can play 2 girls at once.
2 girls at once. I've done that.
You said 2. You said.
I've played 2 holes at once. I'm talented.
John, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, John was contemplating if he should be in the John or not. But anyway, hey, poor Al Bundy.
No.
Poor Al Bundy. I'll tell you. I mean, you got to feel for the guy, because there was some sanity with him, and in a kind of a sad way.
Well, having to deal with that family, I'd lose my mind
Yeah,
too.
I mean, really, I mean, yeah. Poor all Peg just wanted laid, and then Al, it was like work. But I mean,
kind of like with you.
Well, if you had the sex drive of Peg Bundy, I'd probably be happy. But you don't. You don't. But anyway, I'm just gonna shut up now.
That's what happens when menopause sets in.
Yeah. Well,
28, 29, 30. I'm done.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Well, I'll say it was fine. 28, 29, 30. I'm done.
28, 29, 30. I'm done. What?
30 seconds. Get in, get out, get done. Kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You got some. We're gonna do a little more headlines here for this last little bit.
You gonna talk about what we're doing next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about what we're doing next week. Next week we have a special guest coming onto the radio show. He's gonna be calling in live via phone he's calling from the beautiful area known as somewhere in the middle of the United States.
Isn't it Missouri?
He is calling from Missouri. He's actually from the St. Louis area, I believe. Randy Santel is his name, and Randy is...
He's a cool dude.
He's a very nice guy. I'll tell you, we've never met in person, but we've had a couple different phone conversations. Randy was actually, a little history on this show. Randy was actually our very first guest on some kind of radio show.
That'd be true.
Back in 2013, in the
2014.
No, he was on the 13. No. You're right. 2014. I do apologize. He was actually our very first guest in 2014 on the old show.
The second old show.
The second old show. It was actually it was the first old show. Just the second.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. The original show. When we did the third. We started
went
out
from some kind of radio show to all new some kind of radio show
back
to
some kind of
radio show.
Yeah, right.
But no, we are
the original show.
We are some kind of radio show on
Karma Internet.
Internet.
Yeah, Karma Radio. That's what we're actually. Our Facebook page is some kind of radio show on Karma Radio. That's the way it's laid out. But seriously,
we are one of a kind.
Okay. No, Randy was actually on our show. The show originally started out as a 30-minute just a talk, is a call-in, just an interview show. So I reached out to Randy, and then he said, "Yeah, let's do it." And we exchanged phone numbers, and we talked on Facebook for probably a good month before.
Mike made fun of him.
No, yeah, I'll get into that in a minute because that's actually Randy loves that video. We did a video, but anyway, I reached out to Randy and I said, "Hey, I'd love to have you on. I do a 30-minute internet radio show, and it's nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. And back then, it was, let's be honest, it was bad. It was very bad. The audio quality was bad.
Our cordless phone.
It was done on a cordless telephone. I called into this site, and then it gave me the control and everything. It was bad. Let's just say that. It was very bad. But at the same time...
Every great thing starts with building blocks.
Right. But seriously, we had fun doing it. We really did. We had a lot of fun doing this. And we had Randy on. And then I reached out again to Randy a while back when we knew we were getting ready to come over here. And I told him once the station launched, I'd love to have him on as a guest. And he goes, "Yeah, let's do it." And then we've kind of exchanged, some messages back and forth over the last several months, kind of back and forth. His schedule's hectic as all hell. But I reached out to Randy again about a week ago, and I said, "Hey, man, when do you want to come on?" He goes, "Well, what do you got coming up in the next couple of weeks?" I said, "Well, what do you want? What day you want to come on? And
he's in between tours.
Yeah, he's actually kind of in between his eating tours. He's actually on one of his diets. He
Hiatus.
It's his hiatus from eating doing food challenges. So he does food challenges for about 10 or 12 weeks, and then he goes on a diet for 10 or 12 weeks and kind of maintain his weight and his health. And he goes, well, I'd love to come on maybe next, in a couple of weeks, which is set for next week. So, okay, I said, that's great. Let's set it up. And Randy Santel is going to be on. I want you to check out his website. If you go on YouTube, he just reached he just got his silver play button on YouTube for 100,000 followers on YouTube. 100,000 followers on YouTube. That's right. And if you look at his videos, he's got thousands of views on his food challenge
You've
videos.
actually tried one of his food challenges.
I did, and I failed miserably. But
that was our 10th
anniversary. I'd like to try it again, but
not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. No. He's done over 260 some food challenges to date. He's done several in Europe. He's done several here in the United States. A few here in the state of Ohio as well. And
one of them right here.
Yeah, right down the road, and then
literally
one of our favorite.
On the other side of the road.
Yeah, that's right. And then he's also been to one of our favorite establishments. Done the challenge there. Killed the challenge there. But he's done over 260 successful challenges all over the world. Plus, he's got a very cool website called foodchallenges.com. If you seriously get a chance, go on to YouTube, go on to Facebook, type in Randy Santel, check this guy out. Probably one of the nicest people you've ever want to meet. The guy, if you look at how he got his prominence as far as expert, he'll tell his story. He was always a big guy. He played high school football, and he was always a little overweight. And then, remember the thing, that big Spartacus tryout to try to challenge to get built within 12 weeks? Well, he won that, and he got out to be on that show. I think it was Spartacus. I think is what it was. And then he won that challenge. I guess he lost a ton of weight and transformed his body. And he'll tell this story when he comes on next week. He transformed his body to being just a big kind of guy, not fat, but just a little
he's
just
all
out of
muscle.
shape. But now he was lean and trim. He was built, and he did this in 12 weeks time with diet and exercise. And he's kind of turned into he's an expert on doing this because and then he got into the food challenges thing by accident. Him and a friend of his were going to do a pizza challenge, and then they did the one, and they won it. And then he started kind of doing them on his own, and he did one, and he filmed all these because one of the big things, the Man versus Food show. Well, he started doing all these Man versus Food type challenges. Well, anything Adam Richman's done, Randy's done and beat it successfully, and plus many, many more. And like I say, he's got over 260 successful challenges, wins. That's more than anybody in the world. And he's the expert he's the foremost knowledgeable guy on doing food challenges. So next week's a great week if you want to call in and talk to Randy about all his stuff. He's going to be on with us live over the phone.
He definitely likes questions.
He loves questions. He loves to talk to people. But seriously, check the guy out. Seriously, if you want to know a lot about food challenges.
Seriously.
I mean it. Go to foodchallenges.com. Check him out because he's got one hell of a website. So I suggest seriously check it out.
And we actually made fun of him at one point.
Well, we made fun of him in all good fun. And Mikey did a kind of a spoof on him. Not making fun of him, but just kind of parodying Randy. And we called it our Banana Nut Muffin Challenge. And all Mike had to do was eat one, and then
That thing wasn't no.
See, when Randy does a food challenge, he calls himself Atlas, okay? And
this was maps versus food.
And then we did Mike called himself Maps instead of Atlas. So just a little history on that.
The funny thing about it was Holly kept wanting it and barking, and on the bottom we put bark.
This is actually dog food.
Yeah.
It really wasn't dog food, but
no, it was blueberry banana nut.
Yeah, but seriously, the funny thing is, I kid you not, I wrote Randy. This is kind of how me and Randy started talking. I said, hey man, I just want to let you know we did this. I hope you're not pissed off at us. He posted the video on his website. He loved it. He thought it was funny
It's
as all
still
hell.
on his website.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's on his website. He thought it was funny as all hell that Mike did this, and I was like, no man, we're big fans of yours. We love you, and I was like, I hope you're not pissed off. He goes, why would I be pissed?
Oh, our kids are big fans
and
too.
that's the thing he said. And it's like Randy said to me. He says, if you're getting made fun of, that means you're doing something right. And I was like, you know what? And we just had good fun.
Well, we ought to take that with a grain of salt.
Oh yeah.
With, like we always say.
Yeah.
Some kind of radio show. Often impersonated,
Never
but
duplicated.
never ever can be duplicated.
We're
one of a kind.
There is a couple impersonators out there, but I'm not going to get into who they are or what they do.
But you know what? Like Randy said, if they're making fun of you, you're doing something right.
Right. And that's
It's
the cool
when they
thing.
don't pick on you. That's when you got to
Oh
worry.
yeah, you know what? I look at it this way. We I'll tell you what, we have our share of haters, and I've had some hate mail. And that's okay.
As Taylor Swift said,
I don't
all the
care.
haters are going to hate.
You know, I look at it this way. You're still listening, aren't you? You love to hate us. You're still listening, right?
So obviously we're doing something.
We're doing something because you know what? Is there's people that love to listen, and there's people that love to listen to you just to hate you. And that's
see what stupid stuff you're going to say next.
See what you're going to say next.
And that's the one thing about some kind of radio show. You got to tune in.
Yeah.
Once you're hooked, you got to tune in because every week we take the show in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
One day it could be just soft humor. Next day it could be downright
raunchy.
all bras raunchy, but still with class.
Yeah.
We don't get to the point where it's like, oh, you're this, and that.
Yeah.
But it keeps you guessing on how is the host and the crazy crew gonna act next week.
Right.
Because you can't tell. Yeah, like we did Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up goofing off the entire time, but it ended up being
it was a fun night. We had a good time doing the show.
right. And just because the movie is like say for example, it's
the Forrest Gump, good example of a humorous night. We did the Forrest Gump show, and it's a more serious tone movie. Well, we had a lot of fun. We poked some fun at it. We had a lot of fun that night.
As they say, you can't judge a book by its cover. Just because we're doing a serious drama doesn't mean that our tone's going to be, let's just drag it.
No.
No, it's, you never know what's going to come out of our mouths.
Right, yeah. So, next week's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to have a special guest on with Randy, and, if you got fitness questions, diet tips, he will give those out to you. He'll tell you how to win a food challenge. And he has documented how to win burger challenges, pizza challenges, burrito challenges.
Breakfast sandwiches.
I mean, he'll tell you the preparation, how to do it, how to prepare. If you really want to take on one of those, like, hey, you know what, I want to beat that 6-pound sandwich or whatever, he'll tell you how to prepare to beat for that. And he does that on his website. So seriously, check it out, foodchallenges.com. Check out his site, YouTube. Just type in Randy Santel and check out some of he makes some great videos. I mean, there was a video done with him that overseas documentary crew followed him for like 2 or 3 days, and they documented his whole experience, and from gets up in the morning, goes out, does his and I kid you not, sometimes Randy will go out and do 2 challenges in a day. He will go and do 2 challenges and beat them. How he does it, I don't know.
Well, like on his birthday, he went out and did 27.
Well, it was like his 27th birthday. He went out to, now it wasn't like full meals, but he had to go stop somewhere and get like...
How many of them he could get in a 12-hour period?
Well, it was a full day. I mean, he started out in the morning, and I guess he went out, like, you would, like, say he went to IHOP and had, they get a free, you get a free, pancake, and then
as an example.
Example. Then he went to an ice cream shop and got a free ice cream cone. Then he went to
a sundae or whatever.
a sundae, and
but you get the picture.
You got all these coupons for like a lot of places will give you something for your birthday,
Well,
and he did
some
this
of
whole
them
thing.
he got for winning challenges and.
Well, no. It wasn't that. It was all birthday challenges. It was all stuff like a free get. A lot of restaurants will give you like a free sandwich on your birthday, or a free ice cream, or a free soda, or something along that. He did that because it was 27 challenges in one day, and actually the news station there where he lives followed him around doing that too, and they interviewed him, and he's been everywhere. So it's going to be a great show. He has a very loyal, strong following, and I'm sure we're going to pick up a lot of those folks checking the show out and wanting to talk to him too. So hey, next week's going to be a great show.
Definitely.
John, could you imagine?
Absolutely.
Could you imagine going out to doing 2 food challenges in a day and like say eating a 5-pound burger, then having a
30-pound pizza?
Not 30-pound
I'm
pizza,
just
but
saying.
you know what I mean, like a 5-pound burger, then a 5-pound burrito later in the day, and winning both. Could you imagine?
I mean, that I couldn't eat that much in one day. Let me tell you that right now.
I couldn't eat that much in 5 days, but
I've seen you eat, John.
yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to add one thing. I am going to ask Randy next week is how big are the dumps he takes? Because I gotta be really. I mean,
kind of up close and
well,
personal.
no, but not being graphic about it, but I mean, seriously, I mean, how do you even process all that? I mean, is there, is there a supplement he takes? I mean, to help cleanse him? He's got to take some kind of colon cleansing type of thing to get all that out.
Fiber.
Lots of oh yeah, no doubt, lots of fiber.
Probably.
Yeah, well, yeah, something along them lines. But yeah, we're gonna find out all those interesting details next week. So next week's gonna be a show to tune in for, it definitely. And I just spoke with him directly via messages just last night, and he was letting me know he's really excited to be on the show again, and really excited to be
Going to be
speak with
very
us.
educational.
Oh yeah,
fun.
and it's going to actually be a bit, because he's, like I said, he's also a fitness expert, and he's going to be he will give you some educational tips on dieting and exercise and proper ways. He's going to tell you basically how people get it wrong, and because he's an expert on this. I mean, this is what he does, and like he was telling me just the last time I talked to him. Actually, a couple times ago when I was talking, he went on one trip. He gained like 32 pounds, and then he went back to a 6-week diet, and he lost all that weight again and got back in shape, and did that. As quick as he gained it, he lost it just as quick. So I'm like, wow, I couldn't imagine doing it like that. That's got to be hard, on your body. I mean, but he does it, and he tries to. That's one thing he told me. He does, and he calls himself a clean eater. He's not. If you ever watch his challenges,
he's not messy.
He's not messy. I mean, you imagine you see these guys just going crazy in these
and
like hot dog challenges.
To dab his mouth.
He takes the time to eat. He takes the time to eat clean. I mean, he doesn't like just get messy and just start slamming. I mean, now he does. The one funny thing I've watched him do, if you watch his videos, is his French fries. When he takes the French fries, he'll grab a big ball of French fries, just squeeze them together, and just start shoving them in his mouth.
Looks like a chipmunk.
But he calls himself a clean eater. So, I mean, you'd never see a real mess with Randy when he eats. So, check these videos out, because they are very I can sit and watch these videos. I mean, our son, Alex, loves these videos.
I know.
We got to go to break? Okay, we're going to go to break, and then we're going to come back with a little bit more craziness here in the last little bit of some kind of radio show. More of Married with Children stuff here. Coming up to you here.
On KRMA Internet Radio.
Stay tuned.
I'm Debbie McCune from Some Kind of Radio Show, and you are listening to KRMA Radio, home of the best rock and talk, where the fun never stops. Karma Radio.
Talk that comes around and goes around. Karma Radio.
Hi everybody, Steve Jones here. Join me Wednesday evening, 7 to 11 p.m. for the best in classic rock on KRMA Internet Radio. You'll hear some of the old stuff along with some of the new. We'll also feature some great local bands and your requests. Steve Jones, Rockin' the World on Karma Internet Radio. Wednesdays, 7 to 11 p.m. No rules, just radio the way it should be. Karma Radio.
Local businesses, up your sales. Be the first to advertise on KRMA Radio at a low introductory price. Email office@krmaradio.com or send by snail mail to KRMA, Post Office Box 108, Kent, Ohio 44240. Our sales staff will call you.
Tune in to the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight. We'll be talking about comics,
toys,
movies,
antiques,
sci-fi,
collectibles,
ghosts, Ghost Twice, anything that you want to talk about. Bigfoot, anything that you want to talk about. So be sure to give us a call, 330-673-2428. That's the Altered Realm Radio Show every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to midnight on KarmaRadio.com.
Karma Radio.
Hi, I'm Debbie McCune, co-host of Some Kind of Radio Show on Karma Radio. Tune in Fridays from 8 to midnight where you will get a great laugh as Earl, myself, and the crazy crew salute movies, TV shows, skits, funny news, and much, much more. We want to hear from you, the listeners. So call in live at 330-673-2428. Only on Karma Radio, Fridays from 8 to midnight.
Hey, it's Maggie. Thanks for supporting KRMA Internet Radio.
You are currently listening to Some Kind of Radio Show here on KRMA Radio. Check us out on the web at Facebook/Some Kind of Radio Show. You can also follow us on Twitter at SKO Radio Show and email us at skoradioshow@yahoo.com. Now back to Earl and the crazy crew.
Excuse me, but am I invisible?
Possibly from Pluto. Somebody call the police.
What for? The call costs more than the car.
Yes, and it costs more than the condom I should have used the night you were conceived.
I want a balloon.
You already got one.
Honey, why don't you just stay home and bowl me over?
But Peg, I prefer a place where my balls are returned promptly. Well, mercy, congratulations. I didn't know you were expected.
All that jumping must have expanded my foot.
And I see you must have fallen on your butt a time or two.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank of gas.
That's very touching, honey. Now rub my feet.
Peg, I wouldn't rub your feet if a genie popped out of them.
Peggy, you'll never guess what Jefferson did.
Misunderstood your cries of pluck meat to the butcher?
As a little girl, I wanted to be a ballerina.
Ballerina? You sure are my nutcracker.
I have just about had enough of you.
Well, you wouldn't say that if I came with fries and a medium drink. You know medium, the size between small and you.
Why must you always be so negative?
Why did you cross the road? I'm a natural-born salesman.
Excuse me.
Hey, do I come to the hag shop bother you when you're working?
Good, now you can put that metal plate back in your head. Although, that's a lot like putting a lid on an empty jar.
Or a bra on you.
Question 2. Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
B.
Fun of our way! 2, 4, 6, 8! Go get fun of our way!
1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna fall through the floor.
This year, I am finally going to win the neighborhood decorating contest.
What, are you gonna stand out front and be the little drummer boy?
You think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close. See, just a second here. Now, why don't you just buck out of here?
A shade of blue.
I'll tell you what I'll do then. We'll stand you in front of a mirror. I'll begin strangling you. When you reach the shade of blue that is satisfactory to you, you yell moo and I'll stop.
That's it. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
May I suggest Jenny Craig?
Hi, honey. Did you miss me?
With every bullet so far.
Wow, Nice wheels. But you have to realize, stealing cars is a felony.
So it's pretend to be that kid on Home Improvement.
With this attitude, you're going to be working here for the rest of your life.
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Come, Penelope. Let's go someplace where they treat us with respect.
Try the moon, you'll weigh less now.
You know, Marcy, how can you be so unfeeling? Didn't you ever get up in the morning and suddenly realize that something very, very important was gone? Well, sure you do. You must every morning when you open up your pajama top.
Well, let me explain. See, it's just like an elevator. There's a 2-ton weight limit on these shit. What say I nail the soles directly to your feet? It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice wagon.
You will be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dodds? You know, Jefferson, good for you. You decided to take the Miller boy camping.
Hey, Bundy! I had steak tonight. What are you having?
If I was the mailman, I'd be having your wife.
I smell foul.
You certainly do.
Hey! You're in my son. I'm trying to get an all-over tan.
Well, you're asking a lot of the sun.
Excuse me, do you have any pumps in my size?
Yes, I do, but the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Shoes would not allow me to sell them to you.
Well, I hope you get coal in your stocking on Christmas morning.
And I hope you get slim fast in yours. Now, we're about to have our Christmas party here, so would you mind eggnogging on out? And to help you out, I made a top 10 list of things to make you more attractive for your sex symbol husband.
Uh-oh.
Number 10, wear traditional Islamic garb covering all but the eyes. Number 9, feather removing electrolysis. Number 8, ski mask. Number 7, sew up holes in ski mask. Number 6, hire an attractive woman to stand in front of you at all times. Number 5, beak job. Number 4, put paper bag over ski mask. Number 3, shave head, tattoo Cindy Crawford's face on back of head. Learn to walk backwards. Number 2, poke out eyes of every man on earth. Number 1, get president to make every day Halloween.
Ah, Peg, would it really make you feel better if I told you I needed you?
Yes, it would.
Well, I don't.
Oh my God.
Hey, honey, would it make you feel better if I told you I needed you?
No.
Bite me. The no anniversary sex for you.
That's okay. I got a hand.
I'll tell you what. Al Bundy was just foul to people.
Yeah, well, you know what? Those were the best all-together, put-together insults from Married with Children, of course.
11 seasons.
Bundy's best insults. You gotta love that. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm sitting here in tears laughing at some of those. And in the top 10, I'll tell you what, Hilljack Bob should take a lesson from...
That's the way you do a top 10.
That's how you do a top 10. That's right. Oh, my goodness gracious. But, hey, you're supposed to leave that plugged in.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of insults.
What's that?
So speaking of insults, anybody answer the trivia question tonight?
Nope,
No, they did not. We're going to give it a few more minutes, and then we'll announce the answer to that question. But Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, I was going to say, Hilljack Bob could take a lesson from the top 10 list there. Oh my God, that was
top
great.
10.
The best one, I kid you not, was the one where he said Cindy Crawford. Tattoo Cindy Crawford's face to back ahead.
Learn how to walk
backwards. Oh my goodness! I'll tell you what, that's great TV writing, and that show. I oh my God! Every time that show is on, I see it. I gotta watch an episode of it. It's one of my absolute. favorites.
I know when it was on a certain platform, we were watching it.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, I love that show. Oh my God, that was some funny stuff though. I mean, that's how you wrap up a salute to Married with Children is perfect insults. What's up?
I'm gonna play something again. August 25th through August 30th, you will be able to find KRMA Internet Radio at the following fair.
Howdy everybody, Steve Jones here. We want you to be part of the scene in 2015, August 25th through the 30th at the Portage County Randolph Fair. The excitement kicks off with the Demolition Derby on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Seven Bridges and Eagles Tribute Band will be the grandstand entertainment Thursday night. Now this show's free. All we want you to do is bring a non-perishable, non-expired food item or a cash donation, and that's all going to be donated to the Portage County area food shelves. Friday night is the ERA Western Style Tractor and Truck Pulls. Saturday night is the OSTPA sanctioned Tractor and Truck Pulls. Sunday afternoon's my favorite because I announce it, the Rough Truck Contest. Lots of family fun, games, and don't forget about that delicious fair food. And check out all the animal barns while you're there too. The 4-H kids work very hard throughout the year raising and caring for their animals. KRMA Radio is going to have a booth in the Ag Building too, so stop by and say hi. We'll see you all at the Portage County Randolph Fair.
Yeehaw!
Thank you, Steve Jones.
Yeah, honestly, come on out if you want to meet your newest, hottest internet radio host.
Wait. Hottest? No, you don't want to be there if you're... Deb, you won't be there, right?
Well, you'll be right at home with a pig pen.
Hey, now.
No, seriously, come on out and support your local community, especially where they're doing the food drive or whatever.
Yeah, cash donation. It's all going to go to charity, so
it's a good cause.
Yeah, it's a good cause.
Definitely a lot of fun. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to the elephant ears.
The fairground sausage. You can't go wrong with the sausage sandwiches, and then
cotton candy,
and then the gyros and all just the deep fried, Snickers bars. Gyro.
Fair fries.
Fair fries. Oh my God, yeah. Load them up with salt and vinegar. Oh, deep fried Snickers bars. Deep fried Oreos. Oh, we had those deep fried Oreos.
Oh, those were good at the Suffield. That first time I ever had them, I'll tell you what, I'll make them at home.
They were absolutely. I'll tell you, those sausage sandwiches they were making down there. Oh my God, they were so good.
Fair lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade.
Fresh squeezed lemonade. You can't go wrong with that either. God, nothing beats fairground food. You go to the fair and you get. I mean, I go for the food.
That's the only reason why I go.
I go for the food, without question.
Well, we got to go for our group, but
you go. But I mean, like,
guarantee our table will be full of food.
Oh, there will be plenty of food there.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh yeah,
we forgot that. Go get it.
I kid you not. We probably spent about $50 some odd in food throughout the day. It's at the Suffield.
But it was well worth every penny.
The food was excellent. I mean, there wasn't. I'll tell you this. I probably had 2 or 3 of them sausage sandwiches throughout the day. Not to mention, I ate a double meat gyro. Oh my God, this thing was so good. And also, I got a couple bites of your French fries because you ruined them when you doused them with the ketchup.
They were burnt,
but they were still good. Let's see.
John, what's your favorite fair food?
Oh boy, I don't think funnel cakes are my favorite with me.
Funnel cakes. Oh, funnel cakes.
Oh boy, not on the menu.
No, funnel cakes. He said funnel cakes.
No, he goes, oh boy.
Oh.
And I said, oh boy's not on the menu.
Well, Mike was looking for that. That's what Mike was looking for. He's looking for
be nice now. Be
John,
nice.
Is it true that you will be in Ohio for that weekend?
I will be in Ohio for that weekend. A rare appearance by the one and only me.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so yeah.
Leave Harold at home this time.
Yeah, leave Harold home. Yeah, no Harold. And we told Harold.
I'll try, but there's no guarantee that he's not going to try and hop in the trunk.
You might see Hilljack with the pigs. That's all I'm going to say. You might see Hilljack Bob.
I think he's got Big Bertha entered.
Oh, you mean in the demolition derby or whatever, the tractor pulls?
Yeah.
That's his wife. In the tractor pull.
I see the livestock.
Yeah. No, I think they were talking about the animals. I think Hilljack will probably be down there demonstrating how to use a toilet.
You know what is my actual all-time favorite part of the fair?
What's that?
Demolition derby.
Oh, those are great. Like
I grew up around them. My mother's brother actually used to run them at, I can say this because it's out of state, it's not here, is Hopkinton State Fair. Tell you what, one of the biggest fairs in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And every year my uncle would run 2, 3, 4 cars at one time in the demolition.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I just love it. Seeing the cars get smashed up, seeing people trying to stay away from it. And it's interesting because you know what? I've seen where the biggest car has won. I've seen where a little clown car, I kid you not, took out a monster truck.
Yeah.
And you never know what's going to happen. It's like you don't count out the underdog.
I want to take a second here. I want to I've already announced this on a couple different Facebook pages, but the week, the Friday night show on September the 4th is going to be a very special episode here, also on some kind of radio show.
Saluting the Professional Bowling Association.
Well, we're not. We're actually going to salute the movie. The movie salute will be Dreamer, but we're going to be talking about the sport of bowling. Yeah, that's the one that we got voted on the most. Yeah, Dreamer was the vote.
Nice.
It was yeah.
Stand that movie.
Oh well, you know what? You're gonna have to for the night.
It's gonna be a night I stay home.
We're gonna be having. I'm looking at. There's a couple special guests. I am looking at getting one to maybe 2 of them in the studio. I will announce more as details become finalized. But we have a couple guests lined up for this show. It's going to be a bowling salute show. Now, bowling, as you know, in this area is a very big thing, especially around.
Akron's the bowling capital of the world.
That's right. Well, the Professional Bowlers Association used to be based out of Akron, Ohio.
That I never knew.
Yeah.
I knew St. Louis.
It was actually, not St. Louis.
I mean Seattle.
Yeah. PBA used to be down in the valley, Merriman Valley, right near, pretty close to our house now, about 10 minutes from our house, in a little tiny little office. Used to be the home of the Professional Bowlers Association. Well, now, like I said, I have a couple guests lined up. This is going to be a bowling show. We're going to be talking about bowling. We're going to be talking about the past, the present, and the future of the sport. We're also going to be talking about what's changed, what things used to be like, what they are now, and just to have a great round discussion about bowling. And bowling's a pretty big thing, especially in this area, especially in the Akron, greater Akron area here. Bowling's huge. So it's going to be a great show. I got some people lined up interested in this. I got a PBA and USBC Hall of Famer is committed, verbally committed. I got to confirm it tomorrow. I also have a bunch of. I have also a very prominent bowling writer involved. I also have another potential PBA and USBC Hall of Famer that may phone in, and you'll get all the details when I have them, Deb.
Yes, and actually, I also have a PBA Hall of Famer, USBC Hall of Famer lined up down here too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a pretty good show that night. So
remind me to wear my sleeping mask.
You know what? Come on, you're supposed to get excited about these type of shows. Come on, this is fun.
Really?
Fun. See, bowling excites me.
I don't like the movie Dreamer.
Well, get used. That's the movie it was voted on.
I didn't get it. I didn't even know about it.
Well, that's what you get for missing staff meetings. Well, that's right. I didn't have a staff meeting. I just decided to do it.
Yeah.
But no,
You're
seriously,
supposed to inform your producer.
That'll also be Labor Day weekend too. So
yeah, it's going to be
it could start a long weekend.
Oh man, that means we're stuck with John.
John and the John. No, you're going to see John.
No.
But no, this is going to be it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to have one heck of a ride with the bowling program we're going to do. So it's already been it's in the works. I'm getting final details together now.
You almost said I'm getting final deeped.
Final details.
That's not what you started to say.
That's what I started saying. Final details are in the works. I'm getting some people confirmed. It's lining up very nicely, and we're going to have one heck of a show. We're going to talk about lane conditions, bowling balls, how things have changed from, a lot of the whiny, a lot of the crap that people would come out and just bowl tournament back in the day now to what's the lane condition? We're going to talk about how things have changed in the sport of bowling. So it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be it's going to be definitely a different show than we've done on this one in quite a while, but it's going to be a fun show. So just everyone, you're going to want to stay tuned for that one here coming up on the 4th of September. So just want to make that quick announcement. Okay, Deb, what do you got?
Nothing.
Besides a personality of wonderful, charming, talented lady.
What's the answer?
Oh, the question. Since no one answered the trivia question tonight, the trivia question, and I'll give the question here real quick and the answer. What high school did Al Bundy score his touchdown? There's 4 touchdowns in one game for. The answer: Polk High. James K. Polk High. That's right. Polk High. So that's who Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a single game, which he reminded most people of most of the shows over 11 years. So James K. Polk High.
The old blue and white.
The old blue and white. That's right.
James decided to poke and get high.
No, Polk. Not poke.
You didn't get the joke.
I got the joke.
Poke you where, Debbie?
Where you want poked?
Think about what you said the name of the high school was.
You want poked?
No, let's say the name of the high school.
James K. Polk High. Polk High.
Yeah. James decided to poke and get high.
I like to poke. I don't like to get high, but I like to poke.
Very bad joke, Deb.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not a bad joke.
Yeah, it was a bad joke. It wasn't good. It wasn't one of your best ones. You know the best joke you ever told? It wasn't that one.
I'll tell you what I always used to tell. It's kind of an oldie but a goodie.
Okay, an oldie but a goodie.
And I can't. And I'll be also I can't remember the whole joke off the top of my head. I apologize.
Was it one I used to tell?
It had to do with sales and escargot.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway. Let's talk about one more. Let's take a second and talk about.
I got a joke for you.
Okay.
A dime and a quarter walk up to a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And the nickel says to the dime, I think I'm going to jump.
You said a dime and a quarter.
I said a dime and a nickel.
You said a dime and a quarter.
No, I said a dime and a nickel. You're not paying attention.
Okay.
All right, so the dime goes, okay, go ahead and jump. So the nickel jumps off. And as he's falling, he goes, you coming or what? And dime goes, no. Nickel gets to the bottom, goes, why didn't you jump? Because I got more common sense than you.
That's not good.
Anyway, actually, I got another one for you both.
You're mean.
It's not good.
You're mean.
I didn't laugh. That was a bad joke. That sucked.
So do you.
Big boobies.
That's why I don't marry.
That's why you don't marry? What? That's why you don't marry? Wait, we've already been married for 12 years, Deb. I mean, come on. Yes, why you don't. Anyway, she goes, that's why. That's why I don't get any. Yeah. Well, I got a hand. I call my hand Pamela Henderson. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's right. I named my hand Pamela Henderson.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, I have a joke for both of you, actually.
Okay.
This is more of a football joke, and more of the people not here will get it, but maybe you guys will too.
Okay.
Got a Marshall fan, a Pitt fan, a WVU fan.
Uh-huh.
Marshall fans, the genie comes, guy has a lamp, runs the genie out. The genie comes out of the lamp, says, I'll grant you guys one wish.
Uh-huh.
Marshall fan says, okay, I want to win the Mid-American Championship this year.
Okay.
Poof. They win the MAC. Okay. The Pitt fan says, well, I want to make sure nobody can get into the campus so they don't have a game on the whole campus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, poof. So Pitt campus up in Pittsburgh has a gate around it.
Right.
And WVU fan says, well, what do you want to do? What do you want for your wish? WVU fan says, fill the campus with water. Yeah, the joke is that the Pitt campus goes up the hill. You can fill it up with water, they wouldn't have anywhere to go. Anyway. Yeah, thank you.
I think the crickets were funnier. Sorry, John.
Yeah, I know. You don't understand that. You don't understand unless you're a college football fan, understand the rivalry.
Yeah. I got nothing. Anyway, hey, next week's show, we got a special guest next week. Randy Santel will be on the phone with us, talking about food challenges and fitness and all sorts of other stuff going on. And the following week after that, we're going to do another TV show salute. What? You're looking kind of like you lost something. You lose something, Deb? You lose your virginity yet?
It's on the floor again.
Did you pee yourself again? You lose pee-pee? You lose your pee-pee? Did you go pee-pee in your potty? Did you go pee-pee in the potty? You want pee-pee in the... Don't you aim that thing at my pee-pee. Don't you aim that thing at my pee-pee. Ow! She aimed that at my pee-pee.
Ouch.
Fortunately, she missed. She hit my thumb.
No, that's what they're calling them nowadays.
Doesn't have good aim, huh?
I call it my thumb. Yeah, my thumb's not as big. Anyway, jeez. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, anyway. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to some kind of radio show. We are here.
Hopefully we didn't bore you too bad.
No. I don't think we did. I tell you, we had some great moments early on. We really had some great moments. And, a lot of great clips tonight from Married with Children. That last bunch with the insults, absolutely timeless, priceless stuff. That
saved the best for last.
You saved the best for last, and you did. And like I said, next week we're going to have a very interesting. We are breaking away just for 1 week. I know we said we were originally going to do a month of TV shows, classic TV shows, but I had a chance to get a special guest, so we're going to slide the special guest in there, and we're going to cut one of the TV shows out, and we're going to come back the following week with a TV show again after that. So what one did we decide on that we're going to do the week after next? We're going to go ahead and do the Y50 show, or we're going to do the Airwolf show?
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
I thought we said we were doing Airwolf.
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
Night Rider.
Night Rider, yeah, great show, great show.
Okay. Baby. But then we are still gonna once we get back into
He's still one fine prime piece of meat.
No. But once we get into the flow, we're gonna break. We are gonna do movie, TV show alternating weeks, and then we will run the Hawaii Five-0 and Airwolf episodes. As those come back around for TV shows. But next week's going to be a very interesting, fun show. We're going to have a lot of Randy's food challenge clips. I got permission to use them from Randy, and we're gonna use those. And I'm going to be putting a lot of those together from his food challenges, and just a lot of fun information next week. So we're going to have a great show. And what are you making that face for?
I can put my lip over my head.
She's making out with a board?
Hilljack Bob does the same thing. You ever notice Hilljack Bob picture? Oh my God, I think you're related to Hilljack Bob.
No!
Oh, you could do the same thing. Hilljack Bob could do the same thing. If you ever notice Hilljack Bob's picture does that.
Alrighty, it is 20... Ooh, we got a call.
Let's take a last second call. Then we gotta go.
KRMA Radio, you were live on the air. Who do we have tonight?
It's me, Hilljack Bob Jr.
Oh, it's Junior. Hey, Junior. Hey, we got about 30 seconds, boy. Your dad already left.
Bye-bye.
He's
Mr. up, son?
You missed it, buddy. Your dad's on his way home.
Alrighty, it is 20 seconds till midnight, so that means we are going to get on up and get on out of here. You have been listening to some kind of radio show here on KRMA Internet Radio.
We'll be back next Friday night.
You have been with John, Earl, myself,
Mikey,
and Mikey. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and this is Debbie signing off until next week.
See.
Set you.
Set
Catch
you
you
right.
on the flip side.
Good night.
Good night.